Hi, guys. Welcome to Save and Throw. I'm the new one. I don't know why I'm welcoming you. Hi, guys. I'm Aabria, and I'm your DM tonight for a special one-shot of Urban Shadows. Yay! Cool. I'm that. Let's get to you guys. Please introduce yourselves.
Okay. You want to start?
I guess I'll start.
Sweet.
Hi, I'm Stephen Pope. I've been here for a while, and I'm really excited about playing this.
Nice.
I love Powered by the Apocalypse games.
Good.
Hi, I'm Meghan Caves, and you can catch me here on Saving Throw, mostly on Friday nights on Wildcards. And I've not played a whole lot of Powered by the Apocalypse games, but I feel like it's like my...
You played once with me on City of Mist.
I did.
We did Legacy.
Played with you, and then I played Dungeon World, which isn't that
That is
sort
Powered
of...
by the Apocalypse.
Yes,
Right.
it is.
I think that's it. I think is that really all? Is that all?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Was I supposed to plug stuff, by the way? I feel like I should. Never mind.
We'll do it again at the end.
I'll plug stuff later.
Yeah.
Shameless
Stay
self-promotion.
tuned for plugs.
That's the rest of the episode. I didn't plan anything. Just
That'll
slugs.
Get excited.
Hi guys, I'm Jamie Mills. If you want to find out anything about me that lives in the internet, you can find me at Just Jamie Mills. That's it.
Hi, I'm Jordan Caves-Callarman, and I am the GM of Wildcards on Friday nights on Saving Throw, and I'm very excited to be playing for the first time in a while, I think. So,
Nice.
yeah.
Very cool. I'm glad I could be that for you. And I just want to say up top, thank you, Emperor Riptide, for your $10 donation. And
Thank you.
that's a lot of faith in me, and I'm very nervous about it. So
Emperor
cool.
Riptide has
No
very
pressure.
high standards. Very high standards.
Nice. Okay, so guys, we are playing Urban Shadows, which is a dark and gritty, usually like political intrigue sort of system. It lends itself a little bit more towards campaigns rather than one-shots. So we're going to play it a little differently. We're actually dumping the debt mechanic because it's a little fiddly to get into. So we're going to be playing this more like Monsters playing Monsters of the Week, which is another PBTA game. So if you're thinking, like, it's a little more like we're going to solve a mystery and like have one little nice tidy episode and we'll tell one cool story. It's the best part of Powered by the Apocalypse, if you haven't played a ton of it, is that it's kind of the king of collaborative storytelling. Words are hard, and I'm doing my best. Cool. So we're going to jump into a little bit of character generation, and then we'll get into our game.
Awesome.
So everyone sort of did a mad scramble and grabbed some playbooks up top.
Yes.
So why don't we... Well, actually, before we do that...
I won because I had the most playbooks. So
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's how it
So...
works.
Good luck, the rest of you. You're now in like a 3-point deficit.
Okay,
but I
that's
believe in you, and your lip gloss looks great, so she's coming up on you.
Thanks.
Watch yourself. Don't rest on your laurels, is all I'm saying.
I have some lip scrub. Does that count?
Yeah, it does.
Will that get me
Yes.
places?
Try harder.
Yeah,
Here we go.
Feels great.
It's an arms race happening here at the table right now.
I just like making players fight for my love. It's just a personal quirk. Okay, so before we get into the actual game, I just want to talk about lines, veils, and the X card really quick, because I just want to make sure the table is like super comfortable, and especially because like I don't know you guys very well, so I want to make sure that like I'm not stepping over any weird boundaries and that we're all kind of on the same page. So lines are things that you absolutely do not want to see in the game. Veils are things that can like exist in the world that we're playing in, but you don't necessarily want them on camera. So like it can be a thing that happens, but you don't want to see it. And the X card, there's a couple discrete X cards on the table. I'm trying to make sure they're kind of off camera. If at any point you're uncomfortable with some of the subject matter that's going on in the game, just tap the card. We will not draw attention to it. I won't ask you about it. We'll just wipe and move on. So there's no pressure and feel comfortable using it. Like it's not a big deal and there's no like judgment after. Like it's just whatever it is. Like
Love it.
cool. Okay. So with that in mind, let's build a city together. So this is an urban drama. So do we want to do a city that exists in the world or do we want to make a new one?
Ooh.
I'm always in favor of new cities.
Same.
Yeah.
Sure.
There's no like pre-existent, like ideas or things
Yeah.
about them. So
If you
that's
say
my
so.
vote. That's my vote.
I'm cool with it.
Sweet.
Whatever.
All right. The loudest voice wins, so I guess that's what we're doing.
I have an opinion.
Okay, so where is our city?
I'm a huge fan of the Pacific Northwest myself.
Oh, yeah.
That's where a lot of my games go. But
Thank
SF
you.
Giant-
Thank you.
F-
Giants.
SF Giants
49er.
49er.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I don't know why I had such trouble saying your name right now.
It's, hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've already done that one. It's giant for Niners, how I always kind of want to say it.
Wait, was that not
As
what
for
it was?
giant.
What? I definitely heard almost vagina, so...
Yeah, it did come out.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did. So you're welcome for that.
Yeah. Anyone in
Everyone.
chat, you can use that.
Yep. That was our gift to you. Okay, so how are we feeling about the Pacific Northwest?
Good.
I'm a
I
big
like
fan.
it.
I'd love
Trees.
to visit someday.
Same. Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, so what I want everyone around the table, like, the way we'll build this city is we're just going to go around and give me one interesting detail about it. It could be like a name or a vibe or just something. History. Doesn't matter.
Hey.
Hi.
Well,
Thank
hello.
you.
Jay Womack.
Thank you.
94.
Very
Appreciated.
5 months.
Awesome. Cool.
Okay, I'm gonna say that in the outside of the downtown area, there's a large area called the Sunken Park.
Ooh.
That's kind of like a public grounds and greenery area, but it's in a depression in the ground, and no one knows why it's sunken into the ground like that. It's just been there for as long as the city's been there, and the
Nice.
history of it has been lost. No one knows if it was built that way
Okay.
or if it just is a naturally occurring thing.
Sweet.
Very cool.
I like it.
Love that.
Thank you. Okay.
I'm gonna give you a name.
Yeah.
Heard on the streets. Farinen.
Farinen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Only spoken in whispers.
Nice. Any idea what that's attached to, or do I just get a cool word that I get to?
I mean, do you want just a cool word or do you want more?
I want more.
More?
If you got it.
I think Farinen is the head of a coven that exists more as a gang.
Ooh. I like it. Nice. Thank you. Of
course.
That's very good. Okay.
I think I'm gonna do like a general, I don't know what you would call this, vibe or sort of what's happening in the city.
Yeah.
It is a city that is in decline. So there's a lot of buildings that are just empty, that are in disrepair, that are dangerous to be in. And this is just their pockets of it all throughout the city.
Okay.
And the population is declining, people are leaving, there aren't as many jobs type thing.
Nice. Thank you.
Is it okay if I kind of piggyback off what Megan made?
Absolutely.
Cool. Right now, the city is trying really hard to up its tourism. So they're always bringing in some weird gimmick or revitalizing a park or something. It never goes right. There's always some disaster or just something goes a little iffy. But they're trying really hard right now.
Okay. I like that a lot. Thank you. All right. We'll check in with our city a little bit more as we start building. So everyone actually kind of already grabbed a playbook.
Yeah.
So why don't you quickly let us know what playbooks you picked as we jump into character generation.
Lady Mago, thank you very
Thank
much.
you, Lady
Thank you.
Mago. I'm looking at you.
All right,
so
okay,
you're
okay.
starting.
Started
I'm
last
sorry.
Use
I
Actually,
grabbed
that's not true.
I grabbed the Aware. That is my playbook.
Nice.
How aware of you.
Yeah, that's
got it,
why
okay.
I did it.
A badass normal. I like it.
Yeah.
And I grabbed the vamp.
Nice. Never heard of it. Do you sparkle? We're in the Pacific Northwest.
Ooh.
I'm so
Oh.
sorry. The
Maybe.
Twilight question. Okay, all right. Potentially sparkle. I'm going to write it down. That could be important.
Potential spark.
Potential
Why
sparkle.
not?
White
I grabbed,
glitter is cheap and fun.
That's true.
Right.
I grabbed
things.
the Fae.
Yes. Very cool.
And I grabbed the wolf.
Nice. All right.
Rawr.
Cool. So, thank you for the rawr. All right. First things first. On your character sheets, you'll see a little section that's name, look, and demeanor. So, go ahead and give yourselves a couple seconds. I know for a lot of people, names are the hardest part, so if you want to come back to that at the end. But just start getting an idea of who would play your character in the TV show of this game, which we're pitching as soon as we're done, because we're in LA.
Yeah,
That's
the like execs are right outside,
Yeah.
just waiting. So
They're so thirsty
That's who those
for
people were.
the stories we're telling. Calm down. Calm down.
Yeah, I hope they didn't make you sign anything on your way in. They're
Yeah.
real aggressive about that.
Yeah.
I might have signed something. I don't know.
We retain a lawyer. It's fine. You'll be fine.
Okay, good, good.
He's gonna be fine.
I'm always worried about the lawyers.
Yeah.
Do we have to pick a name that's on the list, or can we?
No.
make that?
Oh my goodness. You can pick whatever name you want.
there you go.
They're just sort of weird suggestions.
Okay.
So you're good. Feel free to shout it out if you picked a name, I guess.
Hugo Flotman.
Oh my god.
Really?
I wasn't
Yes.
ready.
Okay.
Hugo.
Hassan Hamid.
Ooh.
Thank you,
Vampire 54. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you, Vampire
Thank you.
54.
Balancing the scales.
What was your name one more time?
Hassan
Hassan. With an N at the end?
Hamid.
Hamid. Perfect. All right.
And if you need a visual, have you seen The Witch?
No, I haven't.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
But
But I have the internet right in front of me, so I will definitely Google it while you guys are still doing other stuff.
kind of looks like the male model who played the devil in The Witch.
Ooh, okay. Well, I'll be doing that and developing my crush accordingly. Perfect.
Deliciously handsome.
I've got a name for you.
Ah.
Sylvie Grimier.
Ooh, silly. Love it. And don't worry if you don't have all of this quite figured out yet. We'll do like a full character introduction as we go. And the next thing you're kind of looking at and working on, so there's stat arrays that are already built out for these characters. So you'll find it to the left of the stat block.
Okay.
And then you just add a +1 to whatever you feel is important for you. And you can turn the page to see, generally your moves will dictate what the +1 is. So feel free to pick it now and then go, I made a mistake and change it later. It's fine.
Okay.
Same thing with factions. So factions, as they work on this very audio and visual, boring segment, I'll talk to you, the viewer. So the faction system in this is pretty cool and powered by the apocalypse. There's 4 big ones, and each one of our playbooks is a member of one of these factions. And I really like the city that you guys have started to build because it kind of explains that maybe some of the decay and decline of the city and some of the failures of tourism could be these factions with whatever their particular aims are. I'll leave them to you to decide. This doesn't have to be all on me explaining to you how your factions work, but all of them kind of warring with each other and maybe driving out potential citizens of the city. So mortality. So that would be the Awares faction. They're normal humans without any supernatural abilities. Everyone is 90% of the population is just in the mortality faction. Night. So creatures of the night, our werewolf and our vampire. Creatures of the night who were once human but have been irrevocably. Words are so hard, you guys. Oh my goodness. Changed into something dark and unnatural. So yeah, vampires and werewolves and ghosts. Those are all our night faction group.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
I have a name.
Yes, please.
Dusk Brightwind.
Ooh, I like it.
Did
Generator.
you also use a name
I
generator?
did. But I mixed them up.
Oh, okay.
It's different because she
I like it.
swapped them
I did.
I like
did.
I do that a lot too.
Right? Yeah.
all the time. Yeah, you're
Love
good.
generators.
Nice.
How do I start using them?
So there's also power as one of the factions, and that's humans who have obtained powerful gifts, usually through training or blessing. So that would be wizards, the Oracle playbook, but we don't have anyone playing that, but it might pop up within the game. And Wild is our last faction, which is our Fae. And those are otherworldly beings and strange people and demonic creatures that originate from outside of the world. So they're kind of the wild card. I'm angry that I had to say wild twice. That's just a bad pun. I'm disappointed in myself. So yeah, so that's our faction system. It will come into play. There's also some stats that go into there. Your stat block is given to the left of the boxes, and you can add a +1 to whichever one you think may potentially be important. So there's a chance that you'll have to go and seek counsel or go and bargain with someone from another faction. This just is a general bonus to how well you can do doing that. Cool. How's everyone doing?
Feeling pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Feeling good?
Yeah.
Feeling
Any
really
questions?
solid.
I don't think so.
Not
At
so
least
far.
Not yet.
Cool. I definitely was this is gonna take hours. There'll be no time for game. Oh no, professionals. Make this go so quickly.
I mean, we can come up with questions if you want us to.
Absolutely.
I
Yeah.
can totally just stall
Yeah, no, you're good.
All right.
I'm stoked for game. Let's do another round of tell me more about the city. Now that you have a stronger sense of who you are, talk to me about your relationship with this city. Also, we should name the city. What is the name of the city?
Yeah, we should name the city. Gonna find a city name generator?
Yeah, to the internet. Well, as we think.
City name generator. Their
Is this-
fantasy name generators have everything.
They really
They really
do.
do.
It's so good.
Mithril and Monsters is also
Oh
really good.
wow.
Duckburg?
Duckburg?
That's the one to
I
beat.
saw the
Esterwell.
Esterwell?
Ew, that's cute.
Blamond. That's kind of fun.
Blamond?
Blamond.
All right, well, you don't have to go any farther. It's Blamond.
So we're
that
in the city of Blamond.
Is that
Blamond.
spelled in
Blamond.
the usual way?
Yes.
Okay.
Like almond, but the L
Like a bland
is before
almond.
the A.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Yeah, minus
Blamond.
the L and the almond. You get it.
Blamond. Blamond.
Lemon.
Perfect. All right, so tell me one fact about that pertains to your relationship with the city of Blamond. Let's start with Megan.
Okay. So Dusk, she is a very small. Ooh,
Ooh, thank you.
As like an onion?
A Narnian. Yeah, that's a friend of mine.
Oh, a Narnian,
I
obviously.
get it, I get
Yeah.
it.
Thank you.
Never
very
heard
much.
of it. We're not nerds here. Narnia?
So she's a very slight Asian. She looks Asian. I mean, she's Fae, so you can take that however you want. But she has very silver hair, and she adorns herself in every shiny black object she can possibly find.
Nice.
So she owns an antique store in which she sells fine antique jewelry. Mostly things that are dark. She likes dark gems specifically. It's just something that she goes for. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
My question for Dusk is why did she come to this world? Why'd she leave the Fae realm?
I think it was in search of more beautiful things. I think she's very drawn to, essentially she's drawn to shiny objects, if you want to be really plain with it. And she needed more, and there wasn't enough in the Fae world. So she
Okay.
came to the human world, and also humans don't know how to properly use those.
They don't.
She's much better.
Oh,
so
thank goodness.
yeah.
Thank
She's
goodness
there
you
to do
showed up
that.
to fix. Good. Okay.
I love it.
Okay. What was the question?
Give me one more fact about the city, and more importantly, how Asan relates to Blamond.
So Asan's lived his entire life in Blamond. He loves it here. He is like, you know that one guy who owns way too much Dodger stuff in
Yeah.
LA? He's that guy for Blamond.
Okay.
His sister just opened up a restaurant here.
Nice.
It's a, what type of food should it be?
Delicious food. Icelandic.
Yeah.
Icelandic.
Yep.
That's what I was gonna
Yeah.
say.
What is...
Fermented fish, largely.
No.
There's
Yes.
so many ferments. Yeah. It's like a ripoff of Noma.
It's actually very economical because when you have so many fermented menu
Well, that
items,
answers why the restaurant's not doing well.
yeah, you barely have to throw them out because they go bad. So
Yeah.
Well,
it only
that's
becomes more itself.
I don't like anything about this, but this
Yeah.
is what happens when you ask.
neither do
Get
most
this?
of the clientele at the restaurant.
Oh no.
So, yeah, his sister has opened up a Icelandic restaurant. It's not doing well
Okay.
in their old neighborhood. So,
Nice. What's your sister's name?
Alia.
Nice. How did Alia react when she found out that you were a werewolf?
I don't know yet.
Okay. Think
Ruh-roh.
about it. Let me know
She
when
does.
you have.
No. She's not. She doesn't need to know.
Oh, okay. So she doesn't know at all.
No.
Oh.
As far as she knows, I just really like to go running at night.
Okay. All right. So here's my question then. Tell me about a time where she almost caught you.
So I have the bad side effect. And by bad side effect, I mean I picked it from my list and it's awesome. I turn every night, just not on a full moon.
Oh.
Every night I turn
Oh.
to a werewolf.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Cool.
I was in the bathroom. I forgot to lock the door. She came in. I jumped out the window, and now she's convinced we have a really bad giant raccoon problem.
Amazing. Yes. These notes are bonkers, by the way. It's just every night, raccoon! Exclamation point.
Just raccoons everywhere. Trash pandas everywhere.
Very cool. Thank you. Okay. Hugo.
Hugo's parents moved to the city when I was in middle school, roundabouts, as part of one of Blamon's initiatives to get like more people, more artisans. They were gonna do like an artisan thing.
Nice.
So my mother is a tailor.
Oh.
And she's like very like super artistic tailor. But there is obviously not a whole lot of demand for like artistic tailorship. And so my dad has like taught himself how to do graphic design and does freelance graphic design work to support the family. And then every now and then if they do like a arts and crafts street fair, like my mom gets to go out and put her wares up. But I hate this city. I didn't want to move here.
Okay.
I don't want to be here, and I can't leave until I graduate high school.
Nice. Ah, so you're a youngin'.
I am. Yeah, I'm a senior in high school this year,
Yes.
and I'm so close to getting out of this city.
Nice. Very cool. Okay, so which of your friends in middle school was the one that like opened your eyes to the world of supernatural creatures?
Is that so? I actually had a slightly different idea.
Ooh, yeah,
for
please.
that, if that's cool.
Yeah, no. Like if I ever ask a question, you're like, no, not that. Like just do your thing.
Yeah,
it's fine.
So at one of my mom's like street fairs that I would go to and just kind of get bored and wander around. This really strangely dressed man just kind of like stepped out from one of the stalls that I was like just sort of disinterestedly browsing. And he handed me a weird card and then marked something on my head and then left. And ever since then, I've been able to see things that I couldn't see before. And I have no idea what any of it means. I've been trying to figure that out.
Okay. Cool. Ah, that's great. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, bring us home.
I am new to the city.
Nice.
I am on the run, and I figured this city, better than most, would be a good place to hide.
I mean, the obvious question is definitely what you're running from.
I think for Sylvie, once she started turning and she started feeling this hunger, she got scared, didn't know who to turn to, and was like, I need somewhere to be someone else.
Oh, okay. Nice.
And found a new place to discover what that meant for her.
Very cool. Do you remember how you returned?
Yeah, I do. My brother.
Oh, no! Go
Siblings, right?
on. Yeah. They're
Hey,
the worst.
raccoons.
I knew something was going on with my brother at the time. We were always close growing up. Never had a problem in our family. Perfect family. Oh. And I didn't know what was causing his behavioral changes and why he was all of a sudden, instead of being, going to work every day and living a normal life, why all of a sudden his behavior changed and he was more of a night owl instead of like awake and alive during the day. And when I confronted him, things happened.
Yikes.
And yeah.
Okay.
And I didn't know how to deal with that. I left.
Okay. So how did he die?
How did he die?
Mhm.
That was me.
Yeah. Oh.
Work.
So
Why do you think I
wow.
left?
So messy. Unfortunate. Okay. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Let's go through and get ages for everyone, just so I have a sense of.
Yeah.
So in this world,
Yeah.
the Fae, I know the Fae are generally very old,
Yep.
right? Yeah. So let's make her 642.
Oh, good. But spry, I like it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yay.
That wind out there.
Yeah.
Whew, goodness.
Oh boy.
You brought up the idea that Hugo's really young, right?
Yeah, I'm 17.
And also, you hate the city?
Yes.
I'm thinking I'm 19, and I didn't used to bully you, but we were in middle school together, and the whole time I was like, the fuck is wrong with you?
Okay. All right. Thanks, RJ.
Thank
for
you,
the
RJ.
Thank you very much.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm probably 32. Like, I would have had an established life and decided, time to go.
Okay,
And
cool.
just to play off something we said earlier, how long have you been 32?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Look at this 19-year-old just asking ladies their age.
Right.
Rude.
Very rude.
Okay, let's check back in. Does anyone have any lines or veils that they want to like drop? Like, what do we not want to see in this game? I personally am like, I work with kids. I don't want to see bad things happen to kids. So
Agreed.
maybe you, but you're only technically.
I mean,
a kid, so.
according to like most horror movies, I'm fair game at
Yeah.
this point.
You're
so-
played by a
It's
30-year-old.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
So it's fun.
It's Riverdale
Exactly.
rules.
We never see me from behind because of my bald spot. So
I don't know anything about that.
Too soon. That's my line.
I think I'm good so far, actually.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm good. I don't know, and I don't like things happening to animals, but
Yeah,
in
good to know.
RPGs, I've not thought about it like that before, so.
Yeah.
My lines are, I think they're kind of universal, like sexual assault, racism.
Yeah.
I'm just
Mhm.
not, I don't want that in my table.
Yeah.
I
Just
think
cross
we're all
off all
kind
the
of on that.
racism stuff.
Sure.
No, I'm just kidding.
Ooh, this game's gonna be
Oh
short.
boy.
Good night, everybody!
Yeah, all right. Okay, good, perfect. And let's see where we are in our character. Okay, so I do, because this is a one-shot, I do, as you guys are going through and picking your moves from your playbooks, you guys have already taken one upgrade, so
Oh.
you already, like, mark off one round of corruption. Corruption is the leveling system in Urban Shadows, so it's really cool. If you progress too far, there's a level of, like, you are too powerful now. The GM gets your character, and there's a high likelihood your character will return as an evil NPC.
Okay.
That probably won't happen, but like, I mean, go for it if you want. Live your dreams. Don't let me
So-
tell you how to be.
So there's advances and corruption moves. Advances
Yes.
are like good leveling up, and corruption's like bad leveling up?
Yes.
Okay.
So we choose one or the other for right now?
Let's go corruption.
Okay, so take a corruption move.
Okay.
All right.
Alright. So I went with familiar territory.
Nice. I like it.
Should I
Do you
read
want
out
to?
loud?
Yeah. Do you want to go ahead and?
Sure. Mark corruption to know the source of the greatest danger in your territory, even if it has concealed itself with magic or misdirection.
Nice.
Also, I do have a territory.
Yes.
That's part of my
Okay.
book.
Okay. Do you want to tell us a little bit about your territory?
Sure. So I've claimed an area of the city as my own. By default, your territory covers a city block or two and has the trouble of plus crime. So
Okay.
that's the crime tag.
Good.
And I get to choose 2 positive and 2 negative tags.
Okay.
So I've decided the city block my sister owns a restaurant on. I figured that's where we live as well.
Nice.
And everyone except my sister knows there's a guardian werewolf.
Okay.
They know there's a werewolf. They know he's a good werewolf. So I have supported.
Nice.
I'm widely accepted as this place's protector. So between 7th and 9th Street, don't fuck with it.
Nice.
And I've made a deal with someone or something to protect my territory when I'm not around, so it has a guardian.
Mhm.
And I'm going to say a local gang.
Okay.
Mhm.
Do you know what the nature of that gang is?
I just binge watched Kimmy Schmidt, so I kind of just want to call them the Banana Boys.
I hate it, but I'm writing it. I don't hate it. That's a lie.
Banana boys.
Yes. The Banana Boys.
Mhm.
Good to know.
Now, the problems for this area is it's haunted.
Okay.
I don't know by what. Maybe goblins?
Goblins.
I mean, we have fairies. Might as well have goblins.
Yeah, right? It's all on the
And,
table.
Haunted by Goblins. That's out there as a band name. If you want it, you can take it.
Yes.
Hey, we're haunted by goblins.
1,
So
2,
emo.
3, 4.
So I also decided to go back with the Guardian tag and give myself fealty. So the Banana Boys, and I'm regretting this name more and more the longer I have it.
Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
know what
no.
else to name them.
I'm gonna make you say it so much.
Oh, I expect.
Yes,
to.
good.
I
Good.
expect to just be numb to it by the end of the night.
Yep.
Their troubles are my troubles now. Sometimes when
Okay.
they come to me, I can't just blow them off.
Yeah, good. Very cool. All right. I like it. Nice. Does anyone else want to jump in with their moves?
I'll do it. So I have the corruption move I took was eyes on the door.
Mm-hmm.
So when in danger from the supernatural, you can mark corruption to escape as if you rolled a 12 or greater.
Nice.
And then I don't have a whole lot of other interesting stuff like that.
Yeah.
I have a
You don't get a city
smartphone.
block? What?
Yeah. Ooh.
I have a smartphone
Good.
and a taser.
Hot dog.
And then did you talk about aware moves or did we talk about moves for
I did it. I mean, I have 2 moves pre-chosen for me, and I picked one. But
Did you want us to talk about those at this point?
Yeah. We'll come back around. Oh, yeah. Jump in.
All I've said is I have a phone and a taser. So.
Sweet. Phone and taser. We'll come back to that.
All
It's
right,
very
I've
important.
got more to say on that.
I have
I can't wait.
Oh, sorry. What?
Yeah? No.
I have a duffel bag with a shitty cell phone.
Oh.
It's a jailbreak iPhone 3.
Yes. Oof.
No, iPhone C.
Yeah. Rip.
Yep.
Plastic iPhone. Oh.
I also have a snub-nosed revolver and a baseball bat.
Okay. I like it.
I had to pick 2. So my moves are comes with the territory, which means when I'm hitting the streets in my territory and I get a 10 plus, I get 1 ongoing.
Nice.
But if I roll a miss or a 7 to 9, something's up in my neck of the woods.
Okay. Cool. Good to know.
I have Bloodhound, which allows me to hunt someone by rolling blood, and on a hit, I know exactly where they are. Or on a miss, they find something worse finds me first.
Nice.
And the move I picked was From the Brink, and I can exit my wolf form at will, but if I roll and miss, I have to mark corruption or take a harm.
Oh. Okay. I like it. Nice.
Sorry, I just did a lot of talking.
You're good.
So I have a smartphone.
Yes.
Yeah.
And a taser.
And a taser. My move is Snoop. So when I keep an eye out with trouble, I can roll, and then I can ask you questions if I roll certain in a certain range. I also have I did your homework, so I can roll with mind instead of faction when I'm trying to figure out who someone of importance is.
Perfect.
And then I also have I know a guy. So when I try and figure out who someone is or I hit the streets, I can roll with mind instead of faction as well.
Nice.
So I don't have a lot that I can do, but I have tried to learn as much as I can about what the hell is happening in Blamment
Respect.
Blaming.
on my smartphone.
Blamment.
My smartphone, he says. You said we're not doing debts, right?
Right.
Okay. That's good. There's
So yeah,
Yeah.
there's like
things
specific
I know, I
moves
was
that are
like, I
do
avoided
debt
things with
things.
debts.
Yeah.
Right. Cool, I'll go.
All right.
The corruption move I took was adaptable palate. So I can feed on any creature, not just humans, but feeding on something wildly different than a human will have unexpected side effects.
Oh, that's fun.
That is fun.
And I have a secluded apartment, a comfortable car, and a smartphone, and dual 9mm Glocks.
Oh, okay, that's cute.
One
I
of
like
these
the
things
phone
is not
priority in this game.
Right, well, I mean, it's here.
We are in a
Yes.
city.
Yeah. Fair enough.
And then vamp moves, I automatically get Eternal Hunger, which I hunger for either blood, flesh, or emotions. I get to pick one. I think I'm going to go with flesh, especially because of adaptable palate. And then I get to choose 2 more, and I took Haven. I have a safe space secure from outside dangers. It has emergency rations, a few ghouls, and an escape vector.
Okay, nice.
And then I took Cold-Blooded. When I keep my cool under duress, I roll with blood instead of spirit.
Ooh, I like it.
Nice.
Nice. Okay. Bring us home.
Okay. So my corruption move is everyone's got one. Touch someone and mark corruption to declare one of their vulnerabilities. All damage from that source, fire, steel, iron, etc., is treated as +1 harm and AP.
Ooh, okay.
Nice.
And then I have fairy powers. So I have Wither. You imbue your touch with the power to kill. 3 harm intimate AP is what it says. Shape change. I can briefly change my shape into that of an animal. And Bedlam, which is cool. Touch a target to place them in a specific emotional state. Your choice. Mark corruption to have that emotion directed toward a target of your choosing.
Nice.
Awesome.
Very
Oh,
cool.
God, so cool. Yay.
Yeah. And then I have
But you have smartphone.
moves.
I have a smartphone
You have a
have
smartphone.
and a taser.
The taser.
Don't get those confused.
They do look
Hello,
very
It's
It's
happened
similar.
one time
Yeah.
at least.
It's a great party trick.
Yep. Oh.
I have fairy magic, of course, so I've got that thing. And then I have Fey moves, a dish best served now. When you commit to enact revenge on behalf of someone, including yourself, gain +1 to all rolls against the target of that vengeance. For every scene in which you do not pursue vengeance, suffer 1 harm. And then in Our Blood, when you trick someone, roll with heart instead of mind. Which is better for me.
Yay! Nice. All right. A couple additional questions. Let's see. You all definitely know each other, which is a little crazy because there's a bit of an age gap, but I don't know. Special people kind of run into each other all the time. There's a sense of like the gravity of other supernatural beings kind of pulling them into orbit around each other. So, Asan, who here do you trust the least?
Vampire.
Okay. Why?
Sylvia?
Sylvie. Yeah.
Sylvie. Okay, let me write that down. Well, Sylvie is rich and new and drinks and eats people.
All right. I mean, all good reasons.
Like, I sometimes eat cats on accident, but like...
So do I.
Little different. My little brother's annoying. I've never eaten him or wanted to eat him.
Too soon. Nice. Okay. Dusk, when was the last time you worked with Sylvie?
I imagine that it probably wasn't that long ago because I feel like Dusk is the type of person who's very like friends with everybody until you do something she hates.
Yes.
And then, you know, if that, I mean, she's just very back and forth. You never fully know what's going to happen. But I imagine that Sylvie had some interesting things for her shop. And so there was sort of you know, it's like, oh, you also like these pretty things? Wonderful. We can work together.
Yeah.
So it probably wasn't that long ago, because I imagine if she's like come to the city to hide, that you're kind of out and about the city finding various different things, and it's a great opportunity for you to come and sell them to me.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like it.
That's what I say.
Sweet.
I like it.
Okay, Hugo, what's one rumor that you've heard about Asan?
That he's a werewolf.
Or a raccoon.
What? Or yeah. Yeah, that a lot of raccoons hang out in his bathroom. No,
Sounds like a party.
No, not that. I have heard that that Asan. I heard that he may have done something one time when he was shifted that he doesn't like to talk about, but it involves a missing person, and there are suspicions that before Asan was the protector of this block, that maybe he was a bit less in control than he is now, and 1 or 2 people went missing. So I've heard some rumors to that effect.
Nice.
Accidents happen.
You're only human.
Am I?
I mean, kind of.
Kind of.
Most of the time.
70% of the time.
Yeah.
That counts, I think.
Sweet. Last but not least, Sylvie, what's one thing you will never forgive about Dusk's faction?
About her faction.
The wild.
Yeah, she's the wild.
I think I blame what happened to my brother and then to me on something coming from the wild.
Yeah.
And that's what started it, and that's what's driven me away from everything else in my life.
Ooh, nice.
So I don't fully trust the wild. I'm willing to work with them, but I'll never fully trust them.
Nice. I like it. Okay, and last but not least, we're gonna introduce like a spindle that sort of brings you all together for this particular adventure. Her name is Greer, and she's a mortal that crossed your path at some point in your life, saw you for exactly who you were, and accepted you anyway. So she's also technically unaware, probably not as powerful as you, but she just sort of was able to see through the veil of like supernatural abilities. Ooh.
Bondo.
Thank you,
for the
Bondo.
sound.
Thank you.
Ooh.
That's so nice. Hey. I like that little ding. That's really cool. Sweet. So this city, with all of its factions and intrigue, makes monsters of its citizens at some point, and you all are kind of aware of that oppressive, like, there's a sense of entropy in the city that, like, is sort of undeniable, even though efforts are made by, like, everyone to try to, like, uplift it. Like, gentrifying forces don't work here, and it's just a fact of it. But somehow Greer convinced you that that inevitable decay of your own, like, mortality and morality could at least be delayed, if not put off entirely. But she's gone now. So give yourselves a second to think, and then tell me your relationship with Greer. Like, how did you meet her? How do you know her? She is 25. We're just gonna split the difference between all of you.
I think I know how I know her.
Mm-hmm.
They had an affair.
Yeah?
They
Nice.
were lovers.
Ooh.
For a
Ah,
time.
yes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
By the way, the name of my shop is Wild Things.
Yeah, that's good. That's so known.
Yep.
I love that.
That's what she went for.
wow things.
Yes. Oh, that's really good.
I had a huge crush on Greer.
Aw.
She also was often at the street fair things.
Yeah.
And I would always, like, when I was younger, I would just kind of, like, always spend a lot of time just around her, like, stall, just looking at the same things over and over again, like, just picking
Aw.
them up and, like, asking how much things were. And she always treated me like a little brother.
Yay.
But I always wanted her to see me more mature and older and cooler than
Can't
I
get
was.
past this 642 competition.
I guess not.
She's seen some things. She knows some things.
Yeah, you've maybe picked up a trick or two.
Nice.
I think Greer was one of the first people I met when I got here, and she pointed me in the right direction to find my haven, and
Yes.
allowed me to helped me find that and feel secure in a city that I didn't want to be found in.
Love it. Sweet. Haven. Nice.
I got turned to a werewolf protecting her.
Oh, shit.
Very cool.
Okay. Nice.
We were neighbors. We were walking back from the subway one night. Something came out somewhere. I shoved her out of the way. It hit me instead.
Oh, that's very, very good. Nice. Very cool. Okay, just as an update, there's a free reroll for Jamie. There's a
Ooh, thank
reroll
you.
for Megan and Steven.
Thank you, baby.
And one for Jordan.
Oh,
Yes.
everyone got one.
Thank you guys. Sorry, I just saw. I was like, oh, let me just catch up.
Everybody
Throws out
gets
there.
one.
Yeah, there you go. Nice. So everyone's got one, and yeah, we're ready to head into the game proper.
Sweet.
Cool.
Awesome.
So this is my one.
Into Blamond.
Yes. Welcome to Blamond. All right. So this is my one little part where I read stuff. So we begin at the end for our dear friend Greer, though she would be the first to tell you that not even death is an ending, really. It's a still and steely gray Tuesday afternoon in Blamond, a city that's so rarely graced with bright sunlight, and you all find yourselves in the large red brick church attending Greer's funeral, along with 1,000 other sad souls. There's no one at the pulpit to give a eulogy, but a choir of 30 or so yellow-robed singers maintains a soft, wordless dirge. Before the open casket is a large square table covered in tarot cards and surrounded by garlands of large marigolds. You all remember how much she loved giving readings, and she had a habit of absently shuffling the cards when deep in thought. Watching, you see people walking up to the table, though only some pick up a card and return to the pews. What do you do?
Hassan, he borrowed his dad's suit. It doesn't fit right. He just looks a mess, and he just goes up to the table, and he's going to pick up a card.
Okay. Let's see. I have cards for you. So you feel yourself led to both pick up a card and pick up one of the marigolds in like a garland around it. And you are offered, let's go with the moon. And it's inverted. And on the card, she's written a special note across like the art face just for you. And you know, even though it doesn't say your name on it, that this was meant specifically for you. And it says, "Don't let the shadows of the city overtake you. The path is unknowable, so all you can do is trust yourself."
He starts crying. Leaves. He's just gonna find a chair, sit down. I don't think Alia came with him, so it's just by himself.
Okay.
I think that Dusk is seated kind of near the front. And this is not necessarily something she's not used to, having been a part of the mortal world for as long as she has, and being as old as she is. Many people have died. But she, while she can easily brush people off, she also cares passionately, even at this age. So it's never easy for her, even though she's used to it.
Okay.
So I think that she has covered herself in black jewels, and she has some that she stuck to her face that look like tears. And she's just sort of watching what's happening and watching people go by and kind of just being in the space with everyone and everything.
Nice. Okay. You also feel a strong sense there are people going up and looking at the cards and hesitating to take them, and then wanting to take them when they see other people do it, but like changing their minds and walking away. And something about that, I don't know, it starts to get under your skin. Like,
Yeah, I'll get up, I'll go over and just pick the first one up, and I'll pick up another one and hand it to someone who just walked by.
nice. Bold. Okay.
I'm
You,
just a janitor, what?
yeah, right. You hand the card to like an
It's catered
older,
for you.
older looking woman who's kind of dumpy, and she goes, "Thank you." And before she even she starts to look at it, and then becomes just overcome with emotion, drops the card and runs out of the room. And you turn your card to reveal the Lovers, and it's inverted, and on it says, "I guess this goes without saying, my love. I'm sorry I had to go, but I will be waiting for you in the next place."
I think that this, for Dusk, was kind of, while she feels all these things very strongly, she kind of knows how to process things. She goes, okay, after this, she feels like her grieving has been processed, and she feels like she can move on.
Nice. I'm still gonna have you roll keep your cool, but roll
Okay.
with advantage. Roll 3 and take the highest 2.
Oh, her cool can, I mean, you know, that could be all kinds of things. Maybe she just starts, like, dancing or something if she doesn't keep her cool. So tell me again, I'm rolling.
You're gonna roll with advantage, so roll 1 more die, and then take the highest 2. Oh yeah.
Ooh.
6 and 5.
Okay,
Nice.
nice. You feel those weird emotions that like seem to hit you harder now that you're in like mortal society. How do you handle them and how do you process them?
I think for the most part, anything that comes to her, she just expresses. She doesn't really feel the need to, she thinks it's a very strange thing about mortal society that they hide things.
Nice.
So yeah, if she, I think for her, the process of somebody moving on is strange because it seems so quick for mortals, but at the same time, she doesn't always think of it as sad outside of the fact that this person is gone from her life. So I think now she just feels happy. She's excited to have been a part of Greer's life. And so she probably just, I think in this instance, maybe she starts laughing and she kind of goes over to someone and just hugs them and says, "Isn't this lovely?"
Nice. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, you know what? Your natural sense of like vibes in the room, you go to someone and you actually end up hugging like Greer's grandpa, and he hugs you right back. There's something in his eyes and he looks into yours, and even though you're young and well, you appear young, he sees that resonance of a person that's lived a life and seen some stuff, and he's laughing. He starts telling you a bunch of weird stories about when she had like a dinosaur phase when she was younger, and that's all he bought her for like her entire life because he didn't really get past her like not having a dino phase anymore, and he's just laying into you with stories about her when she like before you ever knew her. Cool.
Yeah, she's listening. Just listening.
All right. Anyone else?
I feel like the way Sylvie tries to hide is sometimes by placing herself next to someone so outrageous that she is no longer like what you look at in that situation.
Yeah.
And I think she kind of does that with Dusk. She sees the woman covered in sparkly black stones, and she's like, well, if I stand there, nobody will notice me.
You're not going to stand up next to the drag queen.
Yeah. No, it's a look. I love it.
But I feel like she was going to do exactly what Dusk hated, and like go to grab a card and then stop herself because she was like, I didn't know this person that well.
Mhm.
I have no place in being here. I think that Sylvie also sees like flashes of her brother here.
Oh, wow.
And like their good relationship and how death has changed for her. And I think watching the spectacle that's happening with Dusk, she just like absent-mindedly takes a card, not watching what she's doing.
Nice. Very cool. Okay. You end up pulling a Major Arcana card, just like the first two. That is the Emperor, and it's inverted. And it says, you fight so hard to quell your inner demons, but you need to be ruthless to face what's ahead.
Yeah. And I think she takes it and like moves to the back of the room and just kind of sits by herself and watches.
Nice. Very cool. Go ahead. Also roll to keep your cool for me. But normally. Okay, I guess we're just all gonna roll really high. This is great. Tight. Okay, so memories of your brother like start to well up in you. How do you respond?
I think Sylvie tries to find something happy in the room to distract or attach to in a way that's like, I can't think about that. That's not now. That's not this. This is something completely different. Don't think about it. And she watches like the grandfather with Dusk, and she watches the friends and everyone else feel the loss and feel for Greer.
Yeah.
And tries to focus on Greer instead.
Nice. All right, Hugo. I want you to start off by rolling Keep Your Cool, but you're gonna roll with disadvantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do I roll 3 dice and then
Yep, and
two
take
of
the
those?
lower two.
Okay.
Just so we see all of those mechanics together.
5 and a 3, so
You guys
8.
are all trash.
8.
Cool. Yeah, good. All right. So that's a mixed success. So we'll talk about how that goes and how that feels as you move forward. But
Okay.
it's super hard for you because this is the person that treated you both with the kindness of like someone who actually like acknowledged you as both like a kid and as an adult. So there's a lot of like that brinksmanship of adulthood here, and you're struggling to figure out like if your response is more like a child missing a favorite like playmate or favorite toy, or an adult like genuinely mourning like an important relationship. So what do you do?
I skipped school to be here, and there's a lot of really weird people here.
Yeah.
And I don't like. I knew that Greer was involved with like a bunch of different things in the community in this city, but like not to this extent. So I've been hanging out like really in the shadows by the door, like sort of like just watching and trying to figure out what everyone is doing here, and like if anything is like bad news here. And I see everyone taking these cards, and I'm obviously like super curious about it, but I'm gonna wait until there's only one card left, because it feels like way too exposed to go up there and like just kind of announce myself as a normie here. Like I'll wait until there's only like one card left up there, and then I'll just kind of like try and casually power walk up real quick and just like grab it and not look at it and head back to like by the door just in case I need to bolt.
Nice. You're waiting, and as like this whole situation starts to wind down, people are leaving, but all of you guys are kind of planted where you are, and you notice after a while that there's someone across the room that also is sort of bathed in shadow. They're like sitting close to an alcove, but they seem to be acknowledging you and aware of you, and you're aware of them noticing you. And you walk up, grab the one card left, and it's the tower, and it's upright. And this is the one that says, well, you wouldn't know that, but for the audience, this is the only one that actually has someone's name written on it. And it says, "A disaster is coming, Hugo, and you're at the heart of it." And that's it.
Cool. So yeah, like I go up and I take the card, and then I kind of go back to my like shadowy corner, and I feel this other person looking at me, and I try really hard not to look at them too. But I do want to like try and steal a glance and see if it's someone that I recognize.
You absolutely do. This is the person that walked up to you during the street fair and gave you like a weird Lion King blessing.
Oh.
And revealed to you the world that you are now. Sometimes you wish you weren't aware of it, but you absolutely are.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Well then I'm super clued into this dude. Then.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying not to let him know that I know that he sees me or like that I see him, but I'm also trying to like really keep an awareness of where he is because I don't want him to leave, but I don't want to like confront him right now. So, yeah. I'm just sort of like trying to keep situational awareness.
Nice. After a couple minutes, he actually walks up now. He like clocks that there's no more cards on the table, and he goes up and sits on the table and looks out. And those of you that are sitting near and around people and are chatting with cool grandpas who have so many stories. It's like too many stories.
I know that grandpa.
Yeah.
He's my grandpa.
He's all of our grandpas. He clears his throat weirdly resonantly, and everyone that isn't the four of you stands up in unison, turns, and walks out of the church. Leaving just you four.
Rude.
The hell?
Yeah. And you all are looking at an older gentleman with dark brown skin and a bald head and a graying beard, and he's wearing like a sapphire blue suit with a burgundy shirt and one of those marigolds like in his lapel.
Oh shit! No, I get up and I try and like walk out after like the remnants of the crowd, like just nonchalantly, like I'm a part of the whole mass exodus thing.
You're not gonna want to do that, son.
Okay.
Sorry. Who are you?
My name is Mr. Rain, and as he speaks, you, Dusk, recognize that the lilt to his voice is extremely fey. And you may not recognize him necessarily, but yeah, you know your kinfolk.
Yeah. Oh, well, is this some sort of after party then? What have you come here for?
After party? What?
What do we celebrate life, right?
And he just kind of generally waves a card and says, some of us have debts to pay off before they can go. So,
Oh, yes.
yeah.
Should do that.
So, and he clears his throat one more time, and the choir leaves, and he looks down and reads the card very rote. He seems very, like, he enjoys your discomfort, but beyond that is pretty blasé about this whole funeral.
Okay.
Yeah, and he says, death isn't the end, even if we wish it was sometimes. There's something I need you to do for me. And then he, like, checks the back of the card, throws it, and walks out of the room.
Yeah. I stand up. Excuse me. Hey, are you from 8th Street?
What? Oh. Yep.
No.
What's 8th Street?
Okay, that's a no. Okay. I'm not doing nothing for you. Cool. All right. I'm gonna go back to. Well, I'm like one of 4. Oh, there you go.
Hey.
I'm gonna go back to mourning my friend. That cool?
He read something I saw, and it wasn't him saying that, right? Like
Yeah.
Yep. That was
So
clearly
nervous.
from Groot. Oh, he's always like that. It's cute, though.
It is.
Right? Yeah.
Is the card just like on the floor in the middle of the room?
It is.
While they're having this conversation, I'm going to skirt the edge and go get the card
Nice.
and read it.
Cool. You look at the card and you see her writing. It's very small at the top, and underneath it says, Sylvie, get the rest of the story out of him. He's not going to tell you.
Like, are we just gonna pretend that like you're not the dude who like made my life all weird and shitty here? Like what?
Oh, you did that.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a good one. That's good.
You gave him anxiety?
I
That is
can't.
kind of what it's like. Yeah.
No.
I wasn't joking. Just
Isn't it better knowing?
No, it's not better knowing.
Look at
Knowing
this
what?
world that you can see now. Isn't it lovely? So
No,
many pretty
it's
things.
not.
Yeah.
It's scary and messed up and why?
It was always scary. Now you know to be afraid. You're welcome.
That's
And it's very
terrible. That's just garbage.
Why?
That's aggressively bad.
Rude.
While he comes to terms
No,
with-
Jesus!
That's
while
a reaction.
the young one
Rude.
comes to terms with the reality of things, you want to tell us more? And I'll like hold up the card to be like,
That's rude as well.
Go ahead and make persuade an NPC for me.
what, 2?
Yeah, so just normal one. Roll 2. Add your heart. Okay, or you don't have to.
Boxcars.
Because you
Wow.
rolled
2
boxcars. Nice.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so on a super hit, they're gonna do what you ask without any complaint. He goes, fine. I'm from the Fae Summer Court.
I knew that.
Yeah. She didn't know that. Did you? Alright, well, I don't think she knew that. This is a very good disguise. It doesn't matter. And before she was killed, Greer was supposed to come. We were gonna do like a whole changeling and take her and put a simulacrum in. It's gonna be a whole thing. She wanted to become more magical. That's normally how you people react to this. Is like, oh, give me more.
That doesn't
that's-
sound right. That's not something Greer would
Yeah.
want. She was cool.
Yo, she was, and she loved magic. What do you
Well,
think she was with me?
Look, she had like a thing for David Copperfield back in like elementary school. We all know that, but that's not. No, she
What's
was
David
not.
Copperfield?
You don't wanna know.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's very, very boring.
It's very.
Okay.
It was lame. Like even back then, it was lame.
I mean, he did some cool stuff.
I guess.
All right. Okay. Well, she was going to. I don't know why. Wait, you said you were with her?
Yes.
I have now figured out why. But that was going to happen, except she was intercepted before we came to pick her up. And this was her dying wish, as she bled so much blood all over my floor. So, anyway, someone killed her. You should probably figure out who. I don't know, should I be sounding different about this? How am I doing? How's my tone?
Oh, it's not
F
good.
minus.
Yeah, actually, yes.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, that means bad.
Oh,
It's
okay.
bad. Immortal. It doesn't matter. It's just bad.
Wait, with her in like you guys were
Oh my god.
like together when she died, or
What? Me? What do you mean? Be more explicit in what you're saying.
I just don't. You said she was with you.
Yes, we were lovers.
Oh, cool.
Look, he's more uncomfortable now.
I'm not.
Adorable.
I'm always.
I
like
love
this.
it.
Is it different? This doesn't look different than how he started.
Hey, you don't get to say shit,
Well-
okay? You did some weird, wild fae thing to me, and now my life sucks. So
Your life sucks.
You live here. It already sucked.
Yes, you live
Hey,
in
hey,
Lavend.
hey! Blaming does not suck.
I don't think that's true.
Oh, he's always like that. Don't mind him.
Okay, what's your deal? And he gets really close to your face.
Oh, can you smell it?
Gently put the hand on the chest, push him back just a little bit.
It's raccoons.
It's not a.
Raccoons.
Okay,
Okay.
fine. Hi, my name's Hassan. I'm a werewolf.
Oh, no, that I knew. It's the smell of people you're associated with that I'm curious about.
My sister cooks fish. What do you want?
No, not weird fermented animal. And he gets in close again and goes,
Stop that.
I'm sorry. Isn't that what you people do, is sniff other people?
That's dogs.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you were very close on that one.
Yeah.
though.
Right? You smell like banana. There, I said it. All right, anyway.
Banana?
Banana.
Yeah.
Wait.
It's like a floral tropical fruit.
It-
Long,
I use Old Spice.
yellow.
What?
Well, I know what a banana is, but you think he smells like bananas?
I mean, not like
You know what a banana
His
is? They have those in Transylvania.
smell. I don't get that, but it sounded like it was me.
You
Oh,
knew
it was.
Greer? That's what I want to know.
Yes, I knew Greer. She was one of the first people that welcomed me here.
I think we can safely assume we all knew her since we're here at her funeral today.
Yeah, I'm not just a crasher.
I mean, you never know with you guys.
What do you
Look
mean
at you
by...
hiding in the shadows.
I'm doing this for self-preservation. There are so many things here that can eat or break or eat and break me. So
It's ironic because you all are having a conversation, and that's
how is that irony?
I don't know. Did I use that right?
I have no idea.
Okay,
Dude.
well,
I was like towards the bottom of my class when I graduated.
makes sense. It would be funny though if you tried to eat hair. That's all I'm saying.
There it is.
I'm not gonna eat anybody.
Thank
Well,
you for
you
keeping
can
the
eat guys.
galaxy.
Thank you for the reset. So wait, we're supposed to figure out who killed her?
I guess.
You
Can
said
I go?
you were there.
Were you there?
What did you see?
She was. I didn't see what happened to her. She arrived at the meeting place, which happened to be my foyer, and she was hit in the bits, like south of the thump meat, north of the fuck meat. And she just bled out.
Ugh, what a visual.
Yeah. I don't know what did it, and I
So
tried.
something just hit her and she bled out.
Yeah.
Is
Can I
anybody
go
else
now?
really hungry?
What? No.
Oh.
But it makes sense that you. would.
Okay, how are you in here without bursting into flames? That's what I wanted. That's another thing I wanted to know.
That's not
I got
a-
a lot of questions.
That's not a
not-
thing.
Yeah. It's not really how it works anymore.
Shit.
Okay, so great. So you were with her and something hit her and then she died and we're supposed to do something with that? Like, I don't...
I mean, you don't have to.
Well, it sounds like a homicide investigation.
Well,
I'm supposed to be in social studies right now.
I don't know what that is. Is that a different place?
It's-
That's
it's a
workplace
it's
place?
a bird.
I'm
class.
just
It's
trying
not
to impress the oddity of the situation on everybody, which is clearly not gonna happen, so...
Well, where should we start then? Seems like you want to leave.
I do.
But yeah, it's clear.
Okay, can we go to your?
Can I go?
Can we go to your place and check it out?
Oh yes, that's a very good idea. We should do that. Lots of smells there, probably.
All right. Someone, please try to persuade an NPC.
I give that a shot.
Yeah.
Okay. That is with heart, right?
Yes, it is.
Does anyone want to lend a hand?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Please explain how you're helping.
When you lend a hand or get in a way after a PC is rolled, roll with their faction. So that would be night.
Nice. Yes.
Nice.
So you'll roll 2d6 and add the faction score to see if you can help.
Oof, I'm gonna need it. I rolled a 6.
I also rolled a 6.
Oof.
You guys do have rerolls.
True that.
I
There
will
you
spend
go.
mine. Much better. That would be a 9.
Perfect. And yeah, was it just a 6?
Yeah, it was just 6. I'm not going to use it
Okay.
yet.
Cool. So yeah, with the 9, how do you try to persuade Mr. Rain?
I mean, like, you don't have to be there. You can go do whatever you want. I'm not gonna touch anything.
Oh, thank God. And he pulls keys out of his pocket, and it's like an old-timey Victorian set with like a master key. He's just, go. It's
Thanks.
good.
Where?
Oh, that's right. You need addresses. It's fine. You're gonna head across town towards the French district, and my house is at 32 Wisteria.
Ah, man, the French district.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I go now? Also, you're welcome. You know what?
For
I
what?
feel like you should be way more grateful.
Oh my
and
God,
just-
why?
I just want to say it officially.
I've been trying so hard just to keep it together
You
being
go- you
around
go,
you
breathe.
weirdo. What?
No.
Breathe.
I didn't have to do it. Greer asked
Then
me,
why?
and I was
Wait.
willing out of the kindness of my heart.
Okay, let's see if I got this right. Thank you, Your Highness. And he bows a little.
Ooh, I like that. Thank you. You're welcome.
Wait.
Why didn't you do that to me?
Well, Greer asked you to do this to me?
Yes, of course. I wouldn't just do it. You're just someone.
Oh
some
man, if she
snot-nosed
got me,
kid.
if she turned me into this, I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
Did she say why?
I mean, yeah. Did she not explain
Can you
any of
tell
this?
me?
Yeah, she was like, "Oh, it's too hard a task, and you're the only one I can he's the only one I can trust." And I was like, "That little boy that looks very uncomfortable might be farting." I don't really know what farting is, but you were just sort of standing
I
there,
probably wasn't.
looking at her, and she said she needed help, so I went over and yeah.
Yeah, no, I remember that part. Okay.
Yeah. It's not a big deal.
So Greer was dating you,
Oh, yes.
and is the reason you're like this,
Mm-hmm.
and was
Well,
buddy
I'm the
with you.
So
What do you have to do with
Yeah,
it?
why are you a part of this?
We were neighbors. I knew her my whole life. She's part of the reason I got my, I want to say superpowers, but I'll just say the reason I'm a werewolf.
I didn't do that, though. I don't know what that's about. Okay.
I mean, she did it to you. I'm not gonna think about that right
I mean,
now.
she did it by proxy, I guess. I don't... Okay, all right, hold on. Okay. So, you're just going to let us, like, poke around your place without you being there?
Yeah, I don't care. What?
I already
I don't-
gave you a bow. I think we're even.
We're good. You should bow.
I really don't want to.
Oh, you should.
I don't
But to
I
me-
don't want to.
Don't make a bow.
Where's,
He doesn't want
where's
to
the
bow.
shot?
He doesn't want to do a lot of things. All right, fine. Can I go now?
Yeah.
And he looks specifically at you, as though his requirement to maintain this conversation is contingent on you. Like, you rolled really high.
Yeah, you can go.
Oh, thank God. And you just, like, a poof of smoke, and he disappears. And I just want you guys to know that there is something to those cards. Whenever, like, at some point in the game, when you feel like you are fulfilling the condition that Greer outlined for you, you can burn the card, and it will work as an automatic set of box
Nice.
cards.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very cool.
Sweet. All right.
Fuck that guy.
I don't think you want to do that.
Oh, yes.
It's not a literal thing. Like,
He's
have
underage.
none of you ever heard of turns of phrase?
Yes. She just chose to take it literally, which is a fun choice to make.
It's not fun. There's nothing fun about this. It's a funeral.
Oh, yes, but it's also a celebration. Didn't you like Greer?
No, like not any more than anyone else here. I don't know why you would even say that. I just like
I wanna
she
roll
was
to figure
nice and
someone
like
out.
she what?
Yeah.
I want to roll to figure someone out.
Get in there.
When you try to figure someone out, roll with mind, which is my worst. It's not my worst stat. I'm surprised to
Nice.
say.
Good.
On a hit, hold 2 and ask 2 questions. On a 7-9, they hold 1 and ask you 1 as well.
Perfect.
That's not gonna work.
Oh, no. What'd you roll, my friend?
I rolled a 4.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
I believe you. Hook, line, sinker. Yeah, you had no feelings for her.
Yeah, I mean she just was nice and like, you know, she seemed cool.
I will jump in just to add that, like, obviously you understand that there's a lot more there, but, like, his anxiety will quadruple if you say anything else to it. He looks like he's literally about to combust. You can smell his heart. It's like a rabbit right before they run themselves to, like, a heart attack. So you've decided to back off.
I don't know why we're reading into everything that like I say. I mean, all of you guys are saying weird stuff too, and I'm not like giving you the third degree about it. So like maybe we should just go to Wisteria and just check out the weird guy's house.
But
and-
what about social studies?
Oh man, that class is a joke. Who do you got?
I have like Mrs. Dunphy.
Oh, Miss Dunphy, dude.
Yeah.
She's gonna put on like I don't know, Pocahontas and fall asleep.
Well, I mean, we take a quiz every Thursday, so as long as I'm just there for Thursdays,
Yeah,
like I
that's
should
literally
be
all
good.
you gotta do in that
Yeah,
class. It's
so I'm good.
There's one quick cutaway gag to Mrs. Dunphy's class, and she's showing Avatar as like a change up. It's Blue Pocahontas. We'll cut back. Also, Bohemian Galaxy sent you a reroll.
Oh, thanks, Bohemian Galaxy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sweet. Okay, so you guys head across town?
Mm-hmm.
All right, you arrive to the French district, and this is one of the areas that the entropy of the city it was at least done beautifully here. So, like, you're seeing, like, ivy, covering all of these, like, really nice wrought iron gates, and the houses are in ill repair, but, like, at least it's going down beautifully. But this is one of the areas in town that's, like, weirdly abandoned. Like, people could actually, like, feasibly live here. For some reason, no one likes being in this neighborhood. Yeah.
I hate this part of town.
Yeah. Your hackles, sorry, your hackles are, yeah, something's just not quite right here.
It's pretty, though.
Yeah,
Sure, if you like
Nice.
ghosts and shit.
What's wrong with ghosts?
Are they real? Nope, not asking that. Don't want to know. Don't want to know. I desperately want to know, but no.
Well, should we go to, what is it, 32 Wisteria then?
I
Yes.
think we're here.
Oh, well, let's go inside then. What are we doing? Why are
We
we
have to
sending it?
use the key thing,
Yeah.
right?
Jingle, jingle, jingle.
Is there a particular one?
I'm going to guess it's this huge one, but I could be wrong.
There's a giant door with like a giant. Yeah, it's the huge one.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's ridiculous. Nice. It opens in on a like decor that is definitely like super modern and like Scandinavian minimalist. Like lots of like bright light from windows that definitely like there's sunlight pouring in, but there is no like direct sunlight outside. So this is clearly a magically bolstered like abode.
Oh, this is where serial killers come from.
Mm-hmm. As you say that, you notice and smell, and anyone with height, actually, all of you, you're getting a little hungry, by the way, as you get like a nice fresh whiff of blood from across the room.
Oh.
I say that, I did that exact same noise, but with a very different meaning.
Can we see where this smell is coming from?
Yeah, if you guys like walk into the room a little more, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You see like a big streak of blood and like clearly where a body was picked up and taken from. But it looks like Mr. Rain didn't do anything about cleaning up
Right.
Greer's mess.
I'm careful to always let all of these guys go first, no matter where we go.
I think Dusk goes over to the blood and just starts crying. It's just kind of like it's the realization of like, this is Greer's blood, and it's just her expression of that, and then she's fine. Well, what should we look for? Anyone done a murder investigation before?
I mean, usually my problems are more, hey, we popped out of the sewers, we're a bunch of chuds, and then I, like, grab them and twist the heads till they come off.
I listen to true crime podcasts.
Okay, so what do we do?
Well, I mean, we should look around. It doesn't seem like that weird guy did much of anything other than, like, drag the body away, so maybe there's, like, something weird around if we just, like, look for forensic evidence.
Forensic evidence.
Yeah.
The CSI the shit.
I'm gonna
Nice.
try and snoop.
Yeah.
I got a 6. So, or wait, do I add? So it says roll with mine. So do I get to add
Yes,
mine to that?
please
Okay,
add your
then I got
mind.
an 8.
Nice.
Yeah. So I hold 1,
Perfect. And
and then I can spend my hold to ask you a question.
please do.
Okay.
If one of these questions doesn't apply, like
I have one. I have
Okay,
one
cool.
that does.
Yeah.
What here is not. What here looks exceptionally out of the ordinary for a place that is already out of the ordinary.
nice. Okay. As you get closer to the smear, you can see the difference. Like you can see the edges of where this illusion stop, and in the direction of like where the smear came from, you see like a window, but it looks like the window that matches the exterior to the house, and it's broken inward, and there's like blood on the glass, and there's a patio that you can't see when you're looking at the room through the glamour that you can see in this little breach in the illusion.
It looks like something like came in, maybe from here. Like maybe whatever hit her came from out there.
You think she got hit in here?
Well,
That's what he
Obviously.
said, right? Like they were in the foyer.
Well, in the
I
French
just thought it was a living room.
part, so it's foyer, I think, here.
Yeah.
Foyer.
Okay.
When you're here, of course.
They
yes.
were in this area, and then he said she got hit, right? And it looks like maybe it came from out there.
Oh. Is it possible for me to follow the blood, the smell of wherever this is coming from?
Absolutely. I'm not gonna make you roll for it. Yeah, that's just a good. Like, do you want to roll for it?
No.
Okay, yeah, no, that's just like I'm gonna reward good intuition, and like my big thing as a GM is like I'm only gonna make you roll when we disagree on like a concept. So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You pick up the scent and without even having to really look for the gap in the illusion that Hugo found, you have a very strong sense of where that blood origin is, and you can follow it.
Yeah, I would like to be like, well, it's this way, and I start following, hoping they're following me.
Nice. You pass through what looks like it should be a like plastered white wall covered in art, and you are now touching a big broken window and looking out onto a patio covered in like dead plants with a giant blood smear in the middle.
Oh. There's more of it out here, guys. A lot more of it.
I'll climb through the invisible window.
Nice. Sweet.
I have to imagine that looks really weird.
It looks crazy, y'all.
I got like a Winnie the Pooh thing on the other side, but it's just like from Rabbit's perspective for having a second.
Nice. Go ahead. What do I want you to roll? We're going to call this a let it out roll.
Okay.
As you lean into some of your abilities to figure out what happened. Like, this was very clearly the scene of some sort of scuffle, but to make any sense of what happened here is going to require the keen senses of a werewolf.
All right. And what's that will I be rolling for that?
That would be roll plus spirit.
Spirit. Okay. Snake eyes.
No!
Beautiful.
Okay. Yeah. Beans. So it says on a hit, choose one and mark corruption. On a 10+, ignore the corruption. You are absolutely struggling to make sense of what's happening here. But someone could lend a hand.
I would love to lend a hand.
Well, I'm at 3, so...
Yeah, we're gonna hand wave some of this, because, yeah. You can come in because it's part of the investigation that you're all doing anyway. So she can come in and you're kind of actually helping her out on this role now. So like you started it by moving into the area and she's going to pick up the investigation from here.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm like on my hands and knees sniffing the blood directly.
Not much better. That's 4 on the dice.
Ooh.
What happened to those early good rolls?
We used it for social things.
Yes.
Yep.
Cool.
I jinxed myself. I said I like social interactions on Twitter.
Well, it's all good. This is an absolute nightmare. It's hard to parse out, but you know that this is too much blood for Tiny Greer. And if there was a fight, she's not the only one that got hit and got hurt. So, yeah.
Stand up. I got blood on my nose. Well, she put up a fight or something.
Out here, I'm confused. Like there was blood in the in that room that we were in, and like then like she couldn't get sucked through the window, right?
I don't think so.
Broken in though, right?
I think whatever
Why is
hit
there so much blood
her
out here?
in there got hit itself out here. Then again, I don't know. Do I have something on my face?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Nice.
So this looks like way too much blood for one person, right? So maybe someone else got attacked. Or like you said, she attacked her attacker.
I think at this point, around this much blood, this much possibility of feeding,
Yes.
it's getting to me, even though it's Greer's. But the possibility that whatever else was here spilt blood as well, I would like to narrow it down to a smaller area of where it looks like that's the different blood. And I'm going to get down on my hands and knees and take a taste and see if I can identify it.
Oh God, so good. Yes. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna actually have you use the faction move, investigate a place of power.
Oh, okay.
So you're gonna roll plus. I'll just give you the faction. Roll as you taste it.
Mm-hmm.
You realize that this is the blood of people from the Night faction.
So that is a 10 total.
Nice, beautiful. You guys look on in horror as like the moment her tongue hits it.
Oh, don't do that. Oh, don't do that.
I mean, I expected this to happen, but
One, it's super awkward, but Greer's blood, like you got a little bit of it. Tastes super good. Yeah. Oh God. But the blood that you end up ingesting, you feel your senses get a little bit keener. Your hearing sharpens, your smell sharpens, and you realize that this is werewolf blood.
Yeah. This was a werewolf.
What? No. No, I'm.
Would you like to also taste?
I mean, it doesn't have to be you, like, just a werewolf, right? It's not him, is it?
Well, I mean,
Yeah, that's definitely werewolf.
Where's everyone tasting it? That is...
Did you want to try something?
No.
Right, you just seemed jealous.
I don't think it's gonna help. It's probably just gonna taste like blood, or it'll, like, make me throw up or something.
You don't know until you try. That's all I'm saying.
it's true.
Tastes banana-y.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You absolutely, it tastes banana-y. Kind of, you have a big sigh of,
The guy had a point.
yeah.
Guy had a point. I'm gonna try to put a face to a name.
Yes. Ooh, okay. All right, so when you put a face to a name or vice versa, roll with their faction, which is knight.
Mm-hmm.
And on a hit, you know their reputation. And I will tell you I'll tell you information based on how you roll. So roll high.
I'd like to lend a hand with
Yes.
this.
I will
if
also
can.
lend a hand.
Nice.
If possible.
Get in there, everybody.
Boxcars.
Wow.
Don't forget to help, you guys. He needs
I
it.
will. 7.
4.
Wasn't there? Oh wait. Oh crap.
That's
Do
distracting.
you remember that one guy on the football team? He got kicked off because he was like doing drugs or selling drugs or did something with the mascot.
Cody. John Stone.
That sounds right.
Is that it?
Cody something aggressively Caucasian. He was a little older than me.
Well, it's hard to tell. He was a football player. They all age faster.
They really do.
That
They really do.
happens. That's real.
Yep.
Oh.
Wait.
You might actually know him too. He kind of runs around nightclubs and stuff.
Oh,
It
I
rings a
know
bell.
who you're talking about. That guy?
Yeah, total.
Well, wait, I am not included here. I do not know this person.
He's like a douchebag.
He's the biggest
Oh,
douchebag.
I know lots of those, okay.
He is the biggest douchebag.
Let's get a flashback to the last time Cody Johnstone hit on you at the nightclub.
Oh, the last time he
Yeah.
did it? Among the many?
There's so many, but let's just do the most recent one.
It was definitely one of those nights I just needed a drink, you know, maybe to dance with a stranger or two.
Yep.
Get my drink. That's how the night ends. That's not how they start. I make my way to the bar, and of course, body pushes up next to me. I see who it is, and I'm, Cody, I told you no. And I literally turned my back.
But just like one drink though.
Just one drink.
Just like let me just get you a drink though.
Cody, it's never just one drink.
I don't know why you're being super fucking weird about this. You could just
Cody, I don't like you. I don't like you. Go have fun. It's fine. I'm gonna stay over here. You're gonna stay over there. Great.
you can hear his heart rate like kind of jump up a bit. And he's like, the words you all, like, I understood every word, but not in the order in which he presented them to me.
Yeah.
And he goes, you just don't have to be such a bitch about it.
Oh!
Yeah.
And I
Classic
just
Cody.
take the drink that I've just received and pour it like directly onto his shoes and set the glass and walk away.
Nice. Cool.
Respect.
And we'll jump back in. Yeah.
Yeah,
he's never-
like- Biggest tool bag.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
He's also a werewolf.
Of course he is.
That makes a lot of sense now.
He's actually the current alpha of the Banana Boys.
Oh my god.
Yeah. You remember hearing some scuttlebutt in the neighborhood saying that some pack dynamics had shifted a little bit? And the former leader, Jax, with an X, ended up being ousted and actually left Blammin entirely.
Oh, he went to go do Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
I couldn't help myself.
It was good. I regretted the name as my face said it. So, yeah, cool, tight. So yeah, and you know that because you are over here, the understanding with the Banana Boys is that they will look out for your neighborhood.
Oh, I don't
'Cause
want
they're
to.
just
I don't
so
want to deal
nice.
with them today.
Yeah.
I just cried. My eyes are still a little red. Are you sure I don't have anything on my face?
No. I mean, you do not have anything on your face.
You can trust her. She's super trustworthy.
I am very trustworthy.
I mean,
Oh,
you're
God damn it.
a
Yep.
fae.
There's a big old. It's like a nice little chunk of blood at this point.
Oh yeah, it's just like when your dog gets into like something they're not supposed to, and they
Yep.
pull the
And it
face
just
up.
sits there.
It just sits there. Son of a bitch.
Well, you
Oh,
didn't specify. What? Why is everyone staring at me?
I'm not.
I mean, frankly, I'm mad at all three of you about this one, but that's beside the point. So, let's go talk to Cody. He's the only other werewolf I know. Or giant raccoon.
You
Going back to my
should
street.
get to know more werewolves.
We don't exactly have meetings.
Oh, well, maybe you should. Have you thought about that? You could organize them.
It's like herding cats. Giant
Wolves.
dog men.
Dogs, yes.
Yeah.
Before we leave, I want to look and see if there's anything that looks like it might be important or valuable to Mr. Rain and take it if it doesn't seem like nailed down or too
Yep.
secure.
Go ahead and investigate a place of power for me.
Okay. Is that with mine?
It's roll plus wild.
Plus
which is
wild.
their faction.
Yeah, okay, so -1. 7.
Okay, that still counts. Yeah, it's weird. Now that you've seen through the illusion, you have this weird layered sense of like you can look at the house as it actually is, and you can see the house as he would have it appear to guests simultaneously.
Okay.
And there are only a couple objects in the room.
BSB care.
Thank
Thank
you,
you very
BSB
much.
care.
Thank you. Thank you for saying it before me because I would have butchered that.
Oh, no worries.
Oh boy.
BSB Care Bear, that's how I remember.
Ah, cool. Thank you so much. You can see there's only a couple objects that occupy both realities.
Okay.
And there's a really like ornate gold headdress with dripping dark gemstones on it.
Too ostentatious.
Are we taking things? I'm going to go right for that.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah,
He didn't say not to.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
He did give us the keys to his house.
I like where your mind is.
Well, I just really don't like that guy, so...
I mean, I don't blame you, but like...
You man, you don't want one of these things?
What the hell am I gonna do with a crown?
I don't know.
I
I mean,
mean,
that's been spoken
technically-
for.
My head, yeah.
Technically speaking, all that was said was you weren't going to touch anything.
Factual.
Didn't say anything about anybody else.
I never said anything about not touching stuff. In fact, I'm gonna just start touching as many things as I can, because fuck this guy. What else is there? Like something smaller, maybe?
Yeah.
He kind of really super sucks, so
Sweet.
I'm not gonna stop you. I just don't want you to like start kleptomania-ing or anything.
I'm not gonna kleptomania in
Oh.
stuff.
That would be kind of fun, though.
The
Just
Blandman
like
school
that.
system isn't great.
Asan, like I said, he graduated high school. He
Yeah.
probably shouldn't have.
Nice. There's also a curved glass dagger with a silver hilt.
Oh yeah, that seems cool.
Yeah. Sweet.
All right, I'll take that.
Yeah, get that one away from me.
Nice. And
Bonus point.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that, like, at this point, you are very attuned to the smell of delicious meats, and it's making you hungry.
Yeah.
And the kitchen smells rather delicious, but in a you way and not a people way.
Does it
You guys
smell
want to go to
close?
Arby's or something?
It
I'm
does.
getting
It
hungry
smells
now.
like it's just around the corner.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Well, while you guys continue your kleptomania-ing,
That's again, it's not a word, so
Oh, it is now. When you say it, it becomes a word. Yep.
She ain't wrong.
I'm gonna go check out the kitchen. If anybody wants to join, you're more than welcome.
we
but-
probably shouldn't like wander around like alone in here. Like there might be some sort of like endless labyrinth or something in a pantry or.
Look, I'm hungry. I need to go to the kitchen. You
Okay.
coming or not?
Well, no,
I would like to
not
roll to
if
keep
you're
my
hungry.
cool to not come with her.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I'm also gonna stay here. I'm not gonna go with the hungry vampire.
That's a 7.
Okay.
So what's it gonna cost me to not be like, I'm actually pretty hungry too, and I'm not going to eat a person, but I'm sure he has some steak.
The cost is your general sense of hunger rises, and it's becoming less discriminatory.
Wait up.
Yeah.
And going into the kitchen, you open up the fridge to see meat. And it is not cow meat.
Nope. Closes the door.
No, yes.
Nope.
Would someone like to put a face to a name?
Yes, I would.
Oh, no.
I would love to do that.
Please roll plus mortality.
Plus mortality. Okay. That is an 8.
Nice. With an 8, you have seen so many billboards around the neighborhoods of Blamond that are for the city council and some new measures that they were passing, another new gimmick to bring in tourism to the city. And this is a politician by the name of Dr. Livens.
Dr.
He ain't doing that
Livens.
anymore.
He's not. He's technically a dentist, but he's like a career politician at this point. And his whole gimmick, you guys have seen it on a billion ads, is that he was born and raised here and just wants to...
Oh, man, I voted for that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dr. Livens. Man. Why is he in here?
He smells really good, though.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start feeding at this point.
Nice.
Oh, it's taking me.
Go ahead. By committing to feeding,
Yes.
go ahead and take a +1 to your next roll, no matter what it is. As you just feel a little better now.
Thank you.
I'm not going
How
to do
you
that.
doing?
Nope.
Looks so good, though. Now that she's eaten a lot of the very clearly people parts,
good.
it does just look like meat again.
And he was fat.
He was.
To love a good hamburger. No.
But the fat's what makes it taste good.
SF Giants 49.
Yay! Thank you!
Is this gonna be a lot longer?
I'm coming!
Sweet. Okay, so you guys have a sense now that you know who to go talk to, and you
I
absolutely know where to go find the banana boys.
listen,
during the
before
day.
we go, could we please stop at a Taco Bell or something? Del Taco. I don't care.
Sure.
I mean, I'm fine now, so
You
whatever
got
you
a,
want.
You got a little, right there.
Here?
I think it's an error. No, you got it.
Oh.
Good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, good.
Nice. You know that during the day they can be found on lower 9th Street in a super divey bar. That's generally where they hang out during the daylight hours.
Do they card there?
Uh,
Because I don't have a fake
technically,
ID.
yes, but just listen. Grabs you by the shoulders, kind of pulls you up a little bit.
I don't really like to be touched.
Just stand straight.
Okay.
Chest out.
Stand straight, chest out.
Yeah,
I
just
mean,
like.
that. I was standing that way.
No, you aren't.
Yeah, I'm standing up straight.
Thank you,
You guys
Music.
care. Thank you.
Sweet. All right, SF Giants 49er sends 1 reroll to Megan and 1 reroll to Jordan.
Thank you.
Thank you.
SF Giants 49er?
Sweet. These are so cool. I just want to touch one. I know they're not for me,
Very
but I'm going
cool.
to touch him.
These, the
Just-
bigger
Oh, that's
ones.
cute. I'm going to hold
Don't
that
make
one.
eye contact with the bartender,
Okay.
and don't touch. You're gonna see some stuff in there. Just don't touch it. You're
Okay,
good.
don't touch it. I've never, do I have to order a drink, or is that going to seem suspicious if
That's
I
gonna
don't?
be suspicious.
It's going to be suspicious if I do order a drink, or it's going to be suspicious if I
If
don't
you
order a drink?
order a
I've never been
drink-
in a bar before.
I
don't-
gathered,
Okay,
but if you order a drink,
Okay.
very suspicious.
so it's suspicious, so don't order a drink.
Don't order.
Just
a
kind
drink.
of hang out and just just look mysterious by by the door. I'm really good at that.
Why?
Maybe stay close to dusk.
Do you
Stay
not
close to
want
dusk?
drink? Oh, yes.
That's
lovely.
a bad idea. Stay close to.
I don't really want to stay super close to anybody.
You can wear my headdress if
No,
you want, but you have to give it
no.
back.
No. Okay, you know what? Just don't talk to anyone. You'll be fine. They don't card.
Okay,
Sweet.
but what if you guys are stupid and you need me to
Excuse me.
Well, I'm just saying.
Did you just call me stupid?
No, I said
Not cool,
there's a
man.
possibility that you might act that way.
I don't recommend you say something like that to me ever again.
Well, all of you guys just tend to act without thought because, like, whatever, you're immortal or you can't be killed and you're just super full of it. So, like...
Whoa!
I'm just saying, this is just, like, the general thing that...
I've been nothing but nice to you.
I'm not saying you haven't been nice. I'm just saying, like, everyone thinks that they're, like, hot shit just because, like, they can't die or won't die or are super strong or whatever. And, like...
Look how sad he is. So sad over there.
I'm not sad.
You're
you're desperately insecure.
Oh.
It's reading is sad.
Is it reading sad?
It's really
Very
sad.
much so.
It's
Okay.
interesting though how aware of yourself you seem to be. It's
I mean,
unusual
that's...
for-
I'm a teenager.
Someone so insecure, right? Yes.
I can only be aware of myself.
Roll to keep your cool for me.
I feel like I should roll a disadvantage on that.
No, you're not gonna want it.
Okay. 6.
Cool. Plus anything?
For keeping my cool is plus spirit. Nope.
Yeah.
Just a 6.
Cool.
You know what? No, I'm gonna re-roll that.
You don't have to.
Cause now, that's a 4 now. I'm gonna re-roll that one more time.
Oh my god.
I'm really good at keeping my cool. 9.
Okay.
See,
cool.
told you guys. Okay, sorry. It's just I'm not used to spending like a lot of time around people that like view me as prey or play thing. So
Hold on, real quick. So, as you feel yourself like hitting that peak maximum anxiety, you suddenly become hyper aware of the curved dagger in your pocket, and it tells you, solve the problem.
Like in a way that I can understand.
You can, yeah.
Did anyone else hear that?
No, they're not.
No.
What?
They're not
Hear
gonna
what?
hear me. That's ridiculous.
Oh, cool.
Daggers
Cool.
can't talk.
Right. Yeah. Cool.
Mhm.
Cool.
What
Cool.
did you do to him?
No,
I
nothing.
didn't
Everything's
do
fine.
anything.
I'm just remembering like a weird. I was supposed to turn in an assignment, and like, sorry. Sometimes I just like remember things all at once that I'm supposed to do, and it gets weird. Okay.
I like him.
So how do you guys want to get over to this bar?
I went Uber, but my phone can't download it. I have a shitty cell phone.
I do have a comfortable car.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
let's take that then.
Sweet. So you guys head over to the chum bucket.
The chum
And
bucket.
yeah, and Hassan gives you turn-by-turn directions, and you pull up, and all of the cars have the same, like they're in the same like matte black and red color scheme. They all look like they're together, but there's no other like cars in the parking lot. Like everyone that is in this bar has all agreed on the theme.
I like a
I
good
told him
theme.
to look tacky.
Yeah, it looks super tacky.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as you walk in, there's no. Oop. Thank you, class done.
Thanks.
Oh my goodness, thank you for the resup. Yeah, as you guys walk in, there is no bouncer. You're good, but you definitely, all eyes turn to you as a room full of like heavy set, leather clad, like biker stereotypes turn and clock your existence, and they give a little hey to Hassan.
They're with me.
Hi everyone.
Oh.
And one dude in the back just hello. It goes back to playing cool. It was weirdly charming.
I don't say anything. I just turn and like try and find like the weird dingy jukebox and just pretend to be studying it really hard and flipping through the songs as I'm just listening to everything that's going on.
Nice.
I'm gonna hold tight to Hassan, because he's the one that knows what's happening here.
All right. Most time I think this might be the most time we've ever spent together.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. It's all metal music in the jukebox, by the way.
Okay, so
Like
no band I've ever heard of.
No, but it's like all prog rock. It's just like a dream theater. It's weird.
Okay.
It's tonally inconsistent.
It really is.
Yeah. Cody gives you a little.
Codian,
Yeah. What's up?
need a word.
And then you see him suddenly realize that like he's the one that like you would have a word with. Like he's new to being the alpha, as all the other like pack mates turn to him and go like, yeah, fucking you gotta go, dude. He's like, oh, yeah, okay.
He's really shit.
And he puffs up extra, gives you a look, real gross wink, and just
Oh yeah. Oh right.
yeah.
Yeah.
What can I do for you, my dude?
Got her murdered down at the French part of town.
Are you like a
Werewolf
cop
blood.
now?
No, but it's personal.
Okay. And
Werewolf blood wasn't mine.
okay. And you see that he is like starting to puff up a little bit more. He looks, yeah.
I wish it was an intimidation thing. I kind of want to one-up him a little bit.
Yeah, you wanna?
Can I?
Let's go. Yeah, you know what? Let's call it persuade an NPC with just sheer intimidation.
All right.
Yeah.
I can work with that.
So roll plus heart.
That is going to be an 8.
Nice. With an 8, would you like to describe what you're doing?
Every time he straightens up a little bit, I do more. He mean mugs, I mean mug back.
Nice.
He's
How big is Asan? Just like
Asan is at least 6'3".
nice. I think you, more so than other werewolves in the city, are more you're less worried about always looking intimidating. So you hold yourself a little more mortal and less.
I wear the baggiest, cheapest shit I can get a hold of.
Yeah.
It keeps people from asking questions most of the time.
And it makes other werewolves forget that you're bigger than 90% of them, and you come to full height, and you're about 1.5 inches taller than Cody, and he looks a little concerned, and you can see, because he's not the cleverest dude, you can watch the gears turning as he tries to evaluate how much of a threat you are right now. But I will say you have advantage on your next roll. So yeah, we'll just give you advantage forward on your next roll to talk with him.
cool. Listen, there's blood. Werewolf wasn't mine. Not a whole lot of us running around. You know something?
Go ahead and persuade. Let's get another, or let's
Figure
figure someone out. Yeah.
All right.
That is a 6 and a 3, so 9.
Okay.
Plus,
Plus mind.
plus mind, which for me is a 0, so 9.
Okay. Cool. So
Unless you
yeah.
want to help me out.
I would like to help.
Yeah. How do you
Mean
help?
mug, mean mug, mean
Oh,
mug.
I think I just as close as we are to the bar, I just grab a rocks glass with whatever leftover liquid, and I just kind of hold it. I'm behind Asan, and I just kind of smile and go,
Oh God. You can hear his ego just shearing like a glacier. Oh, it's a nightmare.
All right.
Yeah. Good.
with
Perfect.
mind.
Yep.
That is 7.
All right. We'll give it the +1. That is a full-blown 10. You can hold
Hell yeah.
2.
And he cannot ask me questions in turn.
Correct.
So. All right. What does he worry might happen if he tells me?
Nice. Are you? So my question is, are you asking these questions out loud, or are you trying to kind of insight check?
I guess I'm
As
doing
you speak to him.
I guess the way I worded that was a little more of an insight check. So
Yeah,
how
totally.
about instead?
It could be both. It could be that you can be having a conversation with him and gleaning non-verbal information off of him. So it can be whatever you want it to be.
All right, then let's just go with that. Then the insight check sort of thing.
Yeah, he's definitely worried about losing face with his pack, but it also seems as though, for someone that should be an alpha, he's worried about getting in trouble? You're not exactly sure. By whom?
All right, how can I get him to open up?
He's not going to open up. You're gonna have to fight the information out of him. He does not seem like the discussion type. And all of his cues are telling you that he's about to make a move.
Okay, I'm gonna unleash.
Yeah, do it!
What song do you put on the jukebox?
So I've just been randomly pushing buttons to flip through, and I finally recognize a song that
Yeah.
I know, and I'm like, oh, cool, Ballroom Blitz.
How appropriate!
And I just hit the thing to see if there's any change in the jukebox, and there is.
All right, so what's the current worst haircut a man could have? Is it still a man bun?
Worst haircut?
Yeah, worst haircut.
I mean, I would say bowl cut.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
bowl
yeah.
cut. I'm looking for douchey haircut.
Oh,
not
yeah.
like-
Oh, yeah.
Not unfortunate,
Oh.
just douchey.
Yeah. I'm gonna go like man bun,
Or
but
top
with a
knot.
shaved bottom. Yeah.
Top
Yeah.
knot.
Oh.
I'm sure
Well
if
played.
anyone out there is rocking a top knot, it looks great on you.
Yeah,
But it
no.
looks terrible on Cody.
See, Cody doesn't have enough hair for a top knot, so it's really more of a top bagel sort of thing.
Oh, it's just like a little like,
it's
and there's
just,
like, yeah,
it's just sad.
the struggle.
That's what my hair looks like in a top knot too.
Girl, same.
I'm gonna grab by his top knot and slam his face into the bar.
Oh my god, sweet.
Oh,
really
shit.
quick, please take a +1 forward for like appropriate musical cues.
Oh, okay.
And now as we head into combat, guys, it
And I
is
slam it right in as soon as it goes,
oh yeah! Nice. So just so you guys know, combat is like fast and loose. Jump in when you want to jump in. I'll try to make sure everyone goes every round. But I'm never rolling against you, but when you miss, I get to bank fun stuff. So that's
Nice.
generally how this is gonna go.
Okay.
So go ahead and let out the power within you unless you want to use a custom move.
let's see. Are we technically in my territory?
Yes, we are.
Patrolling the
convenient.
territory. I'm not hitting the street, so that one won't work. I'm not hunting.
Aren't you?
Oh,
though?
I can. I can just turn into my werewolf form.
That sounds fun.
So I roll a spirit to turn into a werewolf.
Yes. Do it. Do the thing.
That is going to be a 10.
Yeah, of course it is.
Oh, shit.
Amazing.
So, I turn to my werewolf.
Awesome.
I grab him by the back of the head, slam into the bar, right on cue with the music.
Perfect. And you don't even have to roll to hit. Like he is just like this is a group of werewolves that only turns at night. They cannot turn at will. So he is so lost in the like, is this dude turning into a top knot? Bam. And he comes up and his face is bloody. His bell looks a little wrung. And you see, especially those like hovering more on the side, you see the rest of the pack like snapping off pool cues and a low growl across the room. Nicely done. All right, who's up next?
Well, I think that I see this happen because I was just kind of wandering around.
Yeah.
But I see it happen in the distance, and I see a guy who's like snapped one of the pool cues, and he looks like he's going right for him. And I want to use one of my fairy powers.
Yes, please.
I'd like to use Wither, and I just want to touch him because that's my imbue your touch with the power to kill.
Uh-huh.
So I just imagine that she's just kind of like, no, that's what I want to do.
Quick question. Are you wearing your very cool headdress?
Yes.
Go ahead and add a +1 to whatever you roll.
Sweet. So, okay, for fairy powers, I'm rolling. How do I roll? How do I do this thing?
Let's.
It should say
We'll figure it
under
out
the move.
together. Sometimes you just do it.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
There's-
look, it's just a thing you do.
Just a thing I do?
So,
Neat.
You can mark corruption.
oh yeah, you have to pick one of those things in order
You
to
owe
do
your
it.
monarch a death,
That-
or you can suffer a harm.
I'll mark corruption.
Cool. By the way, if you want to use the owe a monarch a debt, we will resolve that a different way.
Okay.
Yes, you will know that like reaching in for that power means that the Fae are super aware of exactly where you are. So if this was a bit of like a rumspringa for you, they're getting a bead on exactly where you are right now.
I love that word.
Yeah.
Also, I do feel obligated to say this. I misread that. I cannot turn into a werewolf at will. I can stop being a werewolf at will. But I still think I grab the top
Well,
one.
here's a fun thing about a game where we decide what the rules are. And whoever made Urban Shadows is probably not watching, but even if they are, they can't hurt me here. You can turn into a werewolf at will, and it's dope.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
How about for
You have no power here.
Yeah.
for thematic, just like visuals, I'm in my werewolf.
Yeah, it's dope. It stunned everyone in the pack, and they're all looking like it bought everyone a half a beat of like that dude a full blown ooh.
Oh shit.
I guess we should fight. All right.
Oh man, he just got his nose done last week.
Yeah. Oh, Cody, the
He had a
top knot
deviant
was a
septum.
bad
It was a whole
call.
thing.
It was a whole
Oh, he
thing.
did. He was really self-conscious about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had sleep apnea. It was super weird, man. Yeah.
Too bad he's such an asshole. Otherwise, I'd care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. So you're gonna use Wither.
I did. I rolled 8.
Nice. All right. So how much harm does Wither do?
3.
Ooh,
Holy
that
shit.
sucks.
Wow.
Most things die at 5.
And
So
I think I did one already.
Wow.
yeah. Your head slam did 2 to Cody.
Oh.
It was a good one. Because he just got his nose done. So it was extra tender. I'm so sad.
Hadn't fully healed yet.
Yeah.
Cool.
Ouch.
I would like to fight the urge to just bite someone.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna draw my 2 Glocks and just wave them around as like, everybody keep cool.
Amazing. Okay, go ahead.
So it's the opening scene of Pulp Fiction. I fucking love it.
Oh my god. What was your name? Bonnie?
Bunny.
Bunny.
Honey Bunny.
Honey Bunny.
Honey
Honey
Bunny.
Bunny.
I love the image of you doing that, and I'm just like, tink. Like all that happening
keep cool.
at the same time.
Yep.
Whoops.
And the dude you hit, like, drops to his knees and he's panting, and you see, like, you touched him in the shoulder and he's wearing, he's not like one of the, like, there's other people across the bar wearing just a leather vest with no shirt under. Gross. This one has a shirt
Not
on.
able to pull that off.
Yeah. And eventually you see these creeping black, like, veins of necrotic energy, like, reach up the side of his face, and he's just panting, and then he looks up at you and looks horrified. Yeah. And you pull out your guns, Honey Bunny style.
Yeah.
I would like you to roll Persuade a group of NPCs to chill out.
Yep. And I am adding heart, correct?
Yes, you are.
I'll lend a hand. Can I lend a hand for that?
I'm going to let you not let a hand because you
Okay.
already took an action for this round.
Right.
9 total.
Nice. Cool. With a 9, I will say they all...
Lady Mago, thank you.
Yay, thank you, Lady Mago.
Mago.
Awesome. With a 9, everyone kind of hesitates and goes, whoa, who brings a gun?
Brings a gun to a werewolf fight.
Yeah.
I do.
And you see there's a woman. She's like super close to you, and you can hear her sniff delicately in your direction and murmurs under her breath. And you normally wouldn't be able to hear what she's saying, but you're still a little geeked up on werewolf blood, and you hear her go, "They're not silver." And everyone begins to groan, growl again. And they start inching closer, but like they're less of a like actively singing now. So you're holding a tense piece.
Ooh.
You want to say anything else?
I think at this point, if I hear this and I see it, I kind of look to Asan and I'm like, figure it out.
Sweet.
While I hold them off.
Yeah.
So I'm seeing all this happening, and I turn from the jukebox. I'm like, hey, I don't want to do this, but I'm a minor, and if I get hurt here, then like this place is gonna lose its liquor license, and you guys aren't gonna have a place to hang out anymore. So just chill, everyone, chill. Listen to the lady with the guns and chill.
I love that.
Oh my God. Hey!
Vanna, thank you for
Yay, Vanna!
All right, shields up, everybody.
Hello. Okay. Are you speaking to anyone in particular?
I'm like shouting to everyone, but I'm trying to make eye contact with the bartender.
Yeah. Cool. It's really interesting that you clocked that. The bartender has been like nonplussed the whole time and has just been cleaning the same glass and hasn't like gotten anyone drinks. Like, you don't know how long that drink you were clinking was there.
I put it back.
Yeah. Thank you, Tippy22.
Thank you.
God, that felt really good to say out loud.
It's super fun to say.
I enjoyed it. And B. Duluth.
Be Duluth.
Thank you.
Thank you for the reset.
I will be Duluth. Thank you.
Nice. And his mouth opens and you see like a swarm of flies come out. And you hear in your head, okay, what do you want to do, minor?
I have a taser. I'm not afraid to use it.
God damn it, you
Taser.
were this close.
Taser.
You hear a voice coming from, thank you, Joanna Banana.
Banana, banana.
Joanna is now one of the
Joanna.
Banana Boys.
Yeah, thank you guys.
That's
Vanna.
just a truth in this world. Sweet, and Vanna, yay. Okay, so
Wait, is this the voice of the?
now you
of
hear the dagger
okay.
going, I'm better than a taser, just officially.
I don't like to use weapons. You're a knife. Shut up.
It's modern chat.
not-
Thank you.
Thank you, Modern Chow.
Thank you.
Because I'm not gonna shut up. You should use me.
I'm cool with the taser.
Did that guy just make flies out of his mouth? You should use me.
Flies hate tasers.
Cool. And you're hearing all of this? Yeah, that's a whole weird thing. There's a tense piece.
Okay, I broke Hugo. I'll have to deal with that later.
Yeah, cool. All right, new round. let's see. Let's start. Does anyone else want to try to continue the fight?
I'm going to go ahead and whisper to Cody.
Yeah.
Tell me the truth. This is all over, and I won't make you my bitch in front of all these boys.
Dude, can we hurry it up? The bartender's apparently just like a bunch of flies wearing a skin suit. So
I know, Hugo.
You knew that?
You get used to it.
Nice.
Pestilence demons. They need work.
Go ahead, and I want you to try to figure someone out.
I need to find my other... there's my D6.
Because you smushed his face meat, and even though you're still holding onto his head, he is staring dead at that bartender.
We are looking at an 8, so he gets to ask me something in turn.
Nice. Okay. He's going to ask you, if I stop, will you let me stay the alpha?
Yeah, man, I don't give a shit about that.
Okay.
Yeah. So, like, what's the fucking deal?
Can you let me up and we can go talk in another room? It's a little uncomfortable in here.
All right. Let him up.
Cool. And he gets up and backs off, and like the woman right behind you is like growling, but she absolutely backs off, and then turns to you and goes, "That was pretty good. Are we cool? Can we be nice to them now? I like this one." She was gonna shoot us.
And I kind of like do a little twirl and put him away.
Yeah, you impress her. Cool. And they like summon you towards a back room, and the bartender's mouth closes, and the flies fall down and die, and he's still like cleaning the same weird glass.
Seems like it's a sanitary issue.
Like really, like the health code like violations from that are just like. I mean, but I like your place. It's a cool place. We should get away from the fly thing.
Sweet. So in this back room, you guys are all sitting around like this one very large table. There's seats enough for the four of you, Cody, and a woman who introduces herself as Jonanna. You can call me Joe, though. Yeah. Cody's new to this whole alpha game and not doing a terribly good job, so if he doesn't mind, I'll go ahead and speak for the pack. And she just gives him like kind of a withering look. Like she's an older dame. She's got like that sun-tanned but like super crow's feet. Like she's been out in the sun and kind of knows her stuff. And it's just like she's been a rough and tumble girl for like 45 years or 30 if she's been drinking as hard as you think she's been drinking. So she just kind of like props her elbow up on the table and goes, "All right, what's the deal? What do you need?"
One, Joe, why aren't you the alpha? I'm still confused by that.
Yeah, okay. I know the whole thing with, like...
Is this some sexism bullshit?
You know what? It was at first, and then after poor Jax passed away, I figured it wasn't worth the trouble. And only a young and idiot pup like Cody would step up to lead this pack after what we've seen.
Well,
Self-preservation.
Cody, you're bleeding all over the table. Can you get a napkin or something? And he's just sitting there, like, bleeding out, like, "No, I want to be here. I'm the alpha." And he's, like, crying a little bit, because you know when you get hit hard in the nose, and it, like, makes your eyes water.
Yeah.
So he's, like, trying not to cry, but he is actively crying. Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah.
no shame.
He's trying not to make eye contact with you, by the way. He's just like, "No, I'm still cool, though."
Okay. Friend of mine got killed.
Yeah.
Went to the murder scene. Found some werewolf blood, along with, by the way, did you vote for Livens?
Oh, that old Dennis or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, but is he dead or something?
Super dead.
You know what? And she, like, spits on the ground. It was good.
Was a nice enough guy.
I mean, I don't know if that's super true, but sure. We all could use good Dennis. And she, like, gives a little, like growly laugh. And you see that her two canine teeth are actually, like, coated in silver. Like, they're, like, little fake silver teeth, so they always look like fangs.
Joe is officially the coolest person I've ever met.
Yeah.
She's pretty chill. And she just goes, "All right, if I'm going to level with you, and please don't fight my boys. Like, they've been through a lot.
Didn't intend to.
We were put upon to take care of 3 or 4 people around the city. And maybe your friend was one of them. And if that's the case, I'm so sorry."
Who did it? Who
You
put
guys
this
killed
upon
Greer?
you?
Greer? Oh, that real nice girl. That could she was like, oh yeah, it's a moon. She would come by, lean in the bar, and be like, full moon tonight. She didn't know that we could turn, she's a sweet girl. Is she one of them?
She's dead. Yeah.
Look, I'm so sorry. But if she was on the list, I don't think there's anything we can do about it.
What list?
How much do y'all know about the city of Blamon? And why it's so dang weird here? Why there's so many of our kind? And she gives you a super pointed look as if to say, like, you are included in this. Like, you're not absent. Like, she can see your body language and it looks like you are trying to lean your entire body out of this room right now and going off of your position in here. And she's like trying to impress upon you. Like, you are part of this too.
I mean, it's a pet project. Just I do some research and stuff. I don't know. It seems to go back a long time.
I just thought it was cheaper than Portland, so.
Yeah, it's cheaper than Portland for a reason.
Ley lines.
Yeah, Layla. Okay, good. Yes, this city was founded on top of a bunch of arcane ley lines, and the city's never been super prosperous, but every now and then the population spikes before a big event. And there's a lot of us in the city who would rather it stay in a state of decay than to see a catastrophe of that level happen again. But it's coming, and it's not any of our kind that's behind it.
Your kind as in other werewolves or those of the arcane nature?
Have y'all met any of the wizards in the town? Because I would bet my bottom dollar that they're behind this.
Wizards?
Yeah.
I didn't know we had wizards.
Well, yeah, they don't like to be real broadcasty about it.
And they're smart enough to be able to hide. Some of us can't. Do any of y'all know anyone in that group? They live uptown in the one nice part of the city.
I think I might know a guy. Can I roll? I know.
Please
a
do.
guy?
Yeah. Cool. So what's the move you're using right now?
So let's see. Can I have previously hit the streets?
Yeah, you know what? We can absolutely recon. We can play with time here. It's
Okay,
fine.
because I think that's one of the things I would probably try and figure out once I started doing research in earnest is what all is exactly going on here. So hitting the streets.
So you're gonna go ahead and roll plus the faction, and the wizard faction is power.
Is power, okay. And then I roll with mind actually instead of faction when I since I know a guy.
Cute.
So I got a 9.
Nice. With a 9, it's been weird to realize that for whatever reason, people within this faction are just so much harder to pin down. They don't meet up in the same way that people from the wilds and different worlds and people from the night kind of all give each other the sup nod.
Mm-hmm.
See, fam. And normal mortals are they're clueless to all of this, but power goes out of its way to be well hidden, except the principal of your school. And after following up with Principal Meghan Trainer, oh God, yep, Principal Trainer.
Principal trainer.
She is a prince. Ooh, she does that speech every year.
Yeah, I'm not a principal. I'm like your principal.
Yeah.
She gave that one every year.
Yeah.
And every time I had to go to see her, she was not my friend.
Yep. And it's pretty fun. You guys are a couple years apart, but you've seen older yearbooks. She's looked the same for quite a while.
Yeah, she looks really good for her age.
Yeah, but what age? No one knows. So yeah, you followed some of those, we'll say you followed some of the leads because you rolled pretty well. And you realize that she's connected with some of the people on the city council, for example. And she just seems to know all the right people. and you've cut her around. So what would you like to do with that information?
I mean, I know that like there's like probably a couple of wizardy type people that try and stay involved in politics. I think my principal's one of them.
Principal.
Yeah.
Wait. This trainer?
Yeah, Miss Trainer.
Oh, then we can go back to school, right? That sounds like fun. That's where you need to be anyway.
Well, no, I faked I faked an illness to get out, so like I don't really think that I can.
Can't you just have a miraculous recovery?
Well, I made a pretty big deal out of being like really. I look really embarrassed. Like I don't want to say anything in front of the ladies in the room.
No, hold on. Before you tell it, both of you roll to figure it out. Figure out this sweet boy who's just getting clammier by the second. Yeah, all of you can roll actually.
All right.
Yeah, get in there. You don't have to give that up for free.
10.
9.
11.
Huh.
Oh, yeah, 10.
Good, everyone roll really well. What's up?
Yeah. I don't know. Our nurse has a thing about like she always wants to know like about like what your stool is.
You used
like.
the diarrhea excuse, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean she works every time, so I told her like it was. I recorded some stuff off YouTube and I played it. I had a speaker.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah. Oh, I have a whole system actually in the upper tank in the infirmary bathroom. Like I just keep like a bag of like lunchroom chili, and you can just like kind of snip a corner, and if you drop it into the toilet from high enough
shit,
while you
that's
play,
smart.
yeah, I mean it works every time because she's like real stool fixated, but like it's not. It's just a fake thing that I did. Like I'm fine. I don't feel like I feel fine.
Freeze! We're gonna do a cutaway back to you trying to fool the nurse. I would like you to roll mislead, distract, or trick.
Okay.
Let's see how good of a job you did.
Let me see if I have anything that's gonna help me with that. Of course not. All
Got
right.
it.
So.
But you're rolling plus mind, which I think you're very
Oh
good
yeah,
at.
I'm pretty good at that.
You have a whole system.
9. So I picked 2. I confuse her for some time.
Yes, good.
Because it's like a much larger bag of chili that I hid in the tank than I was anticipating, and it takes forever like to empty out. So I have to like just keep acting this up like for longer than I wanted to. And then I expose a weakness or flaw of hers, which is that she actually has a very squeamish stomach.
Oh yeah.
So she actually had to like leave. Like she wanted to get me out of the infirmary like as quick as possible. So.
Nice.
Oh man! Oh, it's bad. It's still going. Oh.
Cinematically, we cut away from like you doing this upper level heist in the bathroom, this toilet crime, to the nurse just staring at the door.
Toilet crime.
Staring at the door, horrified. And then, nope.
Blah, 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 blah.
Oh no!
And it just turns and runs out.
There's so much of it.
And you're still yelling this to like sell it, and there's just kids walking past, like that look in towards the nurse's office, like,
Oh, it kind of burns.
oh yeah, that keeps going. All right, and we cut back
to present day. Hassan
Yeah.
is just impressed. He's just like, that took dedication. I would just say I was constipated and that got me out, but you, that took some planning.
Yeah, well, but long story short, I can't really like walk that back. I sold it pretty well.
Well,
So we're going to the school, right? I don't. Really
Oh, we're
see
absolutely
that.
going to the
Yeah,
school.
we're
explained
going
how I
to the
can't go.
Yeah, we're going to the school.
Okay.
Don't make
Damn
this
it.
sweet boy go back to the school, please. Also, I don't know why we had to hear that whole story.
Well, I mean,
I am haunted.
you guys asked with your expectant silence, so
Oh boy.
I just had to.
You don't like silence, do you?
Well, I don't know when it's targeted at me. We're going back to the school.
We're going back.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
probably
yes.
gonna head up ahead.
We don't.
to the school.
Or
All right.
decided that.
Before we go, right before we head out, I make sure Hassan's the last one to leave.
Yep.
By the way, Greer was part of 8th Street. So, any agreement we had, Cody, null and void. Go fuck yourself.
Nice. And Joe like watches you leave, and you catch as the last one leaving that she like walks up and slaps the shit out of him as she leaves, and she's just starting to cuss him out like, we're supposed to protect this neighborhood, and she's like lighting into him, and he just looks like a child being scolded to hell and back, and like that's the scene that you're exiting on.
Sweet.
Nice.
Something character.
Yeah, right? That was good.
So, Blamond High.
Yeah.
I forgot the name of the town for a second. I had to check.
Blamond High. What's the mascot?
The ducks.
Oh boy.
The Blamond Ducks.
But not like cool ducks. Like not like, yeah. That's our school fight.
Our brand-
Our fight song ends with that.
The nickname for our mascot is Off-Brand Donald.
Oh, buddy.
Oh.
They obviously traced it and just changed that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. They call him OBD for short.
Yeah.
Nice. What are the colors?
Orange.
And brown.
Yeah.
Orange and
Oh.
brown.
So appropriate.
And yellow.
Oh.
It's
just like
colors
duck
that
poop
this
colors.
is a wheel that doesn't work.
Yeah. Oh, unfortunate. Yeah. Okay. And you guys, to some of the, like, you still look relatively young. Like, you could pass as an old student that's maybe kind of a demo and just a super senior in high school.
I got held back early. It was fine. Don't worry about it.
Y'all look like grown-ass ladies.
Mhm.
So, what you doing?
Well, we can be your parents, right? We could do that. Wouldn't that be fun? That seems
Yep.
like a fun thing to do.
So fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. So what is that? What does that entail? What is it that parents would do?
No, it's fine.
Schools?
You know what? We should all be his parent. Can you do like a glamour or something?
Why would you be my parent? I'm older than you.
Right, but I'm asking.
He
like,
still
can you
doesn't
do,
want
like,
to show his face.
I can't show
'cause
my face.
He had diarrhea.
I didn't
what-
actually have diarrhea. It was I did it to get out of school. It's fine. I was going to a funeral.
Okay, so
for
you
a
had
friend.
not diarrhea.
Right.
Right. But,
why
like,
don't you
can
just
you-
turn me into his dad?
No,
We
don't do
drag
that.
him
Turn
back.
me into his dad.
Well, I don't go here. I graduated.
I can't be seen here, man. You graduated, but like everyone would believe that you're still here.
Oh, the fuck that mean, dude?
Nothing. It's just like you seem like the kind of guy who come back to hang around high school. This isn't
I
coming
seem
out
like
right.
what?
Nothing.
What?
I would like both of you to roll. Keep your cool, please. And as you do so, I haven't been paying good attention. BSB Care sends 1 reroll to Steven.
Oh,
Woohoo!
Class Dunce sends 2 rerolls to Jordan.
Oh, thank
Eat
you.
the Loot sends 1 reroll to everybody. But
everybody.
Oh,
and I'm
Vita Loot.
offended by it.
Oh.
It's okay. Banana sends 1 reroll to Megan. Vanna sends 1 reroll to Megan.
Thank you.
Tippy22 says 1 reroll to Megan.
Ooh, I get all the rerolls.
Big
Wow.
money, no whammy.
Wow.
So, I failed.
Yeah, okay.
I got a 7.
All right. You have
All right, if I'm going back to high school, if I'm apparently that creepy guy, apparently I look
I didn't
like that
say you
creepy
were
guy.
creepy.
Get
You
over
said
here. I'm gonna
creepy.
give you a fucking wedgie. Hold
Wait,
still.
why are you giving me a wedgie?
and he approaches you, and it's like you unwolfed on the way over.
Oh yeah,
but
I'm
all
definitely
of
giving you
those, like, it's starting to come back, and it doesn't seem like he's even aware
eyes
of it.
yellow.
Yeah. What else does it look like? Do you get a little
Eyes yellow, teeth. I get there's some hair popping out of places.
Yeah.
I'm looking a little more swole, I guess.
Nice.
So I want to say, as he advances on me, I unconsciously just like put my hand in my pocket and just kind of like pull out but I'm like holding it against myself.
Wait,
like
the taser or the knife?
the knife.
Or the smartphone. You have so many options.
It's my simple apartment. No, I just grab the knife without like realizing necessarily I'm doing it, and I'm just sort of like holding it out in front of me, like not threateningly, but almost like just wardingly.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't. You don't need to give me a wedgie, man. It's cool, all right. I just.
Yo! I start walking backwards, hands
Sweet.
up, like Jesus
Oh,
Christ!
no, I didn't. Sorry, I didn't mean to grab.
I threaten a wedgie and you pull a knife.
I didn't mean to grab that. It was in my pocket.
The moment you grabbed the knife, a rush of like warmth and security, like the thing that kept you from actually losing your cool was the touching of the hilt. And now that you let it go, like it's a new wave of anxiety and
Oh, dude, you
anxiousness.
picked up the evil sword.
Yeah.
What?
But I didn't say
That was
anything.
out of character, but
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't. Sorry. I don't typically. I don't like weapons.
you shouldn't.
I was gonna sell it.
This is a public school,
I was
man.
gonna sell it at a pawn shop.
What? Can we get back to you two were trying to get me to glamour you? I mean,
Yeah.
you're focused on me and I'm bored.
Make me look like something else.
So what will each of you give me to do this thing for you?
Like +1 forward for being in character. It's like my inspiration. Like,
You want me in a high school hoodie?
Well, what does it look like?
A student walks by wearing it. That one.
Yeah.
It's not very dark though. It's
love
very
math.
yellow. I don't like that person, so no, I don't want that.
I'll find you a secret.
A secret? What sort of secret?
I don't know yet. Like, I'm really good at like digging stuff up though.
We're
like,
buying like non.
I can't go back in there, man. I can't.
Yes, I
don't
know you have
why
terrible
this-
diarrhea.
I didn't
It's running down
actually
your leg
have
right
diarrhea.
now.
He says he didn't have diarrhea.
I didn't actually do it. I would like on whichever like group you want. I'm really good at like digging up dirt. I just it's like a IOU1 secret thing.
Okay, so specify what it is you're asking of me. You want me to help conceal who you are
Yeah.
in exchange for a secret.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I have to say, I like that way more than a hoodie at this point, so, will you
All right,
shake
you want
on
an
it?
embarrassing photo from, I don't know. I'm going to put a face to a name of the, mortal variety.
Yeah, okay.
Listen, you want an embarrassing picture of Dr. Rosalina or something?
Oh, well, I mean, that's also quite intriguing.
That is a failure.
He doesn't.
No.
He doesn't know her.
You know, but-
there's no way he has a photo of her.
But at this point, I mean, really,
I have Photoshop at home. It's like from 98, but
That's
it works.
not the same. That's a fake. That's a program that makes fake photos. Is this like a bidding war? You can only do one of these?
I know, well, that's what I was going to say. I can do both. So if you both want to give me this thing, then I
so good in here, by the way.
will help you
Oh God.
look like someone else.
Okay, fine. I'll give you a secret too.
Great. Yeah, we shake on it. I mean, you know, if you do, you have to pay up.
I mean, I have every intention to. I don't welch.
Okay,
Fine. God, it sucks.
so shake on it.
Can't believe
Yeah.
I'm
So-
paying to get back into high school.
She's gonna like look around and she sees like somebody go by. She pulls off a hat and she puts it on your head, and she just starts like finding. She's like, take that jacket off and put that one on. That'll be better. And you look a bit different.
Which one on, dude?
Just that. Excuse me.
I can't put on a jacket. Someone else is wearing it. It's not a
Yeah.
coat rag.
I'll just take
Yes.
it.
Okay.
That's fine. Thank you.
You like pulled it and they're like slowly unturning out of it. Sweet. Thank you,
Oh,
Bubba.
Love, love.
Thank
Do
you.
me a favor. Roll a general let it out as you are sort of like washing this hallway with your fey presence.
Okay.
Okay.
9.
Nice. Is that plus spirit?
That's an 11.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. Cool. Like, people, you're like making eye contact after you started grabbing stuff. Anytime you make eye contact with someone, they're like reaching for the closest naked making piece of clothing, and they're like, want my jacket? You want
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
headband?
Yes. Yes. I want
Yeah.
that.
And people are just like throwing stuff at you now.
You know that I can't actually glamour you, right? I mean, you asked that.
I-
just,
No,
You can't actually
I
glamour.
didn't know that.
No,
Now I
but
look
I've
like-
helped you, and this is
now I look
the
like an
agreement.
asshole.
This is the agreement that you did shake on, which means that you do both owe me.
Oh,
See.
great. Now I look like a combination dude from Us and a nerd, so this is perfect.
I'm just saying you should be more explicit in the deals you make.
Well, I mean,
Here's a secret. I hate this.
What kind of secret? I mean, this feels like a half bit of your bargain, so
This
I
does-
feel like
Hey,
a
what?
half
This
secret.
feels undercooked.
Oh no, these are the words.
I asked for a glamour.
No, I actually
asked for a
I
fucking
re-specified
Okay,
what
I'm
you
just
said,
gonna
and
let
I
these two
asked.
argue it out, and I'm gonna go
So-
find the principal.
Yeah.
If you go back on that, there will be consequences.
Are you that was your take on the situation too?
Are you still there?
Oh,
Yeah,
I
what are
am
you doing?
enjoying this. I do smell the smells.
Yeah.
But I am so enjoying this and just like, tennis match. Yes, I love this.
It's getting a little less appetizing as like people are now taking off shoes and like putting them at your feet. So there's like some
Oh.
like teenage adolescent funk,
Yeah,
and you're
no.
like, less good.
Smells like Teen Spirit.
Smells like your sister's restaurant.
Yes.
So fermenty.
Look at all these shoes you could choose from. So many things.
just
See
gonna
how I've
keep
helped
mine.
I'm
you.
taking those
Different
Nikes.
shoes.
These
Yep.
look like they fit.
Yep. There's some J's. They are fresh.
Oh,
to
those
death.
are mine now.
Yeah.
Those are mine.
Good. And they are in whatever size the plot demands for them, you got some new kicks. Good job.
Great.
Hope
On
that's
the
worth the
way-
secret.
Just like the movie.
On the way to the school, or whenever this dissipates, I do want to pull Hugo back for a second and be like, this is exactly why you never trust the wild.
Yeah, like I thought they could.
This is exactly why you never trust them.
I know not to trust the wild. I just thought that maybe she could actually do what she said she could do. It's just
She never said it. You said it. Never trust them.
okay. I get it.
And I
Yeah,
just let him go.
I'm an idiot. Wearing an ascot.
Yeah. Like some kid comes up and like adjusts it for you.
Please don't. I'm.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
So,
Lots of it. And you took
Hassan
off
and
first,
Hugo
yeah.
look like Sims that you hit random on a couple
Yes.
times.
You're not wrong. That's good. All right, and you guys are walking down the hallway. And if you were trying to not be noticed, you realize now that walking next to, there we go. I forgot Dusk's
Dusk?
name immediately because I haven't said it in a while. Walking next to Dusk is not the strat because
Yeah.
everyone is paying a lot of attention to her.
Mhm.
Sweet. But you make it to the principal's office unmolested. And
Well, I hope we're in high school.
yeah. It's high school though, so maybe though. I don't know. There's a lot of like, not in the bad way,
No.
just anyway.
There's a lot of rough housing in the hallways.
Sweet. And there's just a little old lady.
Just a
She's the administrative assistant for the principal. You guys both recognize her as Mrs. McG. You never have known what her full last name is because you just put McG on the name tag.
Just like the director.
Yeah.
Hi, Mrs. McGee.
And she like pulls off her glasses and then gets really close and goes, Hassan? Hi.
Hi there. Hey. Listen, I need to talk to Mrs. Trainer.
You're not in trouble? You don't go here anymore?
You're not wrong. I'm,
Yeah, it's been so quiet here without you. Constantly getting into trouble.
I wasn't that bad. He was.
He was that bad. She like turns to you and he was that bad.
I believe it.
Yeah. Okay.
The hell? No, I'm not in trouble. I'm not a student. I'm trying to apply for a couple things, and I need to talk to her about a letter of recommendation.
Yeah, that should
Not
be.
that funny.
That's a little funny. Okay,
Not that funny.
she's in some, and she like looks at a little like post-it note in some meetings all day today. Can't let you in, but you can take a seat and I don't know, wait. I guess. Just like old times.
I mean, can't we just go through the door? It's just a normal
Yeah,
door.
I have literally nothing to lose. So
Yeah.
I'm with the. What is that thing on your head?
Oh, I don't know. It was at that guy's house. It's
You know
mine
what?
now.
I'm with the thief. Let's go.
You just like walk past her.
I'm walking
Vince
past
for
her.
that.
Do all of you walk past her?
No, I definitely do.
Okay.
No, I stop, and as she like turns back around to stop us, I guess. I just kind of lean over the desk and I'm like, Mrs. McG. Yeah. So here's the thing. We really need to talk to Miss Trainer, and actually, can you take off your glasses for a second? You have the most gorgeous eyes. You should consider it context. Like, oh, your face would open up so much. Oh, so we're just gonna go talk to Miss Trainer. Really, you have beautiful
She
eyes.
starts doing it, but go ahead and make a persuade an NPC.
Okay,
We'll take it.
that is a 9.
Nice. Let's see. Double check that.
Let's decide Dusk is a bad influence on Hassan.
Yeah, a little bit.
Probably.
Nice. She like starts taking off her glasses, and as she makes eye contact with you, she goes, "You were just the sweetest thing. Stay and chat with me a while and tell me more about you." And she's like, the thing she is asking for is that you stay out here.
Right. I am going to look to Hugo.
As your head is turned, but you're still facing her, I'm assuming she's not looking at you, she's looking at the back of your head. As she smiles, a single fly slips out of her mouth and flies away.
I should go with my cousin. Yes. Yep, I'll be right back.
Do you get in trouble often? Do you think Mrs. G would recognize
No, I
you?
don't. I like sit
Yeah.
in the back of the class
Yeah,
and never
totally.
raise my hand.
She's just looking at you
she
like,
probably doesn't even know that I go here.
yeah, she's like, it's a ninja, I think. Cool.
I'm just gonna walk past, like, just sort of, like, stiffly over through the door.
Totally.
And I do stay and continue small
Yeah?
talk with her. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. That will be an interesting thing that resolves in a bit. Okay. We're gonna jump inside.
Hey, what's the bartender at the place? What is he? With the flies?
I thought it was Peslim's demon.
Hey, Mrs. McGee is one of those.
What? No.
Dude, a fly just came out of her mouth.
No.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Can I help you?
Oh. I was trainer.
Hi, Hugo. Oh, sorry. Hassan. Mr. Hamid.
Yeah. 6'4", Middle Eastern guy. How tall is Hugo?
I'm just saying, I'm her cousin.
Yes, look at my little cousin.
All right.
I'm not that little. I'm like 5'8".
Yes, Mr. Flotman, you're not that little.
Oh, damn it. This
Yeah.
is the stupidest disguise. This is all... Never should have...
Looking forward to that secret.
It doesn't... It's really not a...
All right, Miss Trainer. Quick question. What'd you do to Greer?
What? I don't know what that means. That was nigh inscrutable.
Wait, but maybe give us some context. Do you know Greer?
Is that, like, a place?
No, it's a
Person?
person. A very lovely person. So don't say anything rude.
I have a
I've...
friend. They're dead. You might know something, apparently.
Okay, I would like one of you to roll, figure someone out.
I will do it.
I want to lend a hand.
Okay.
Yeah, my mind's not great, so I'm gonna lend a hand too.
Yeah, cool. Explain to me how you are lending a hand.
I am going to just kind of... I'm gonna stand up, I'm gonna lean on her desk, and I'm a big, kind of scary-looking guy, so I'm just gonna add that.
Cool. I like it.
And I'm just, when Dusk is trying to talk to her, I'm just gonna be constantly, like, doing stuff like, ask her about, like, the city council, like, tell her you know she
So she
talks
is
to the city
power?
council.
Yes, she is.
So I'm rolling with a -1.
Oh, cool.
That will be a 6. I'm spending a reroll.
Okay. Do it. Burn the rerolls.
Wow.
Card.
Aw,
Whoa.
man. All
Yeah.
right, good job. So it's a +1 no matter what you do.
And this is rolling what again?
Plus faction.
Plus faction. Okay, so 11.
Okay.
They
So
roll
that's +2. So whatever you roll, you get to add 2.
And then plus faction.
Oh no, you are rolling figure someone out, so you're
Oh, I
rolling
am.
plus mine.
I'm rolling mine. Okay, that's something.
Tell her you know what she about the city.
So that's a 9.
7, 8, 9. Yeah.
Okay. With a 9, you hold 1. Yeah, on a 7 to 9, they hold 1. Or no, you hold 2. So you can ask 2 questions from figure someone out, and she gets to ask 1 back.
I will ask, what's your character's beef with?
You can tweak the wording
I can
if there's
tweak
nothing
that.
that's like, yeah, as long as
Wait.
you're like,
What's your
How do I-
What's your beef, fella?
I was really confused.
Seems got a real butter here, Chuckles.
Yeah, what's the issue, I think, is what I'm asking. If something did happen with Greer, why would that be?
okay. Are you asking directly, or are you trying to glean via other questions?
I imagine I'm trying to glean from that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Cool. She eventually admits to you that she is aware of Greer, because she actually taught, like, she was around at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
She's a little older, but she was at this, like, she grew up here and she was at the school. And you figure out over time that if something happened to her, it must have been because she was in the way and super nosy. She's doing a lot of like victim blamey.
Rude.
Like, yeah.
Kind of just
Yeah.
gripping the desk.
Yeah. Nice.
Well, if all of this is true, then who put you up to it?
Do you ask that one out loud?
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna.
Silly accent.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. That's a good. That was a cue I didn't notice. Well played. She goes. No one put me up to it. It was my idea. And sometimes, some of you get a little nosy and have to be dealt with. And thankfully, good, rough help is fairly easy to find. All you have to do is throw a bone. Or two.
This is not a very nice principle you have.
Why do
I'm
you
not a
care?
principal.
I
not?
care because you killed somebody very important to me. To all of us.
Just a mortal.
She's
Hey.
quite a bit more than that.
Mortals are cool.
I'm gonna go to the door. I'm gonna poke my head out. Sylvie,
Yeah?
can I borrow you for a moment?
Can you give me just 1 second, Miss McGee?
Sweet. So let's resolve this very quickly. She was like trying to do like the very matronly, like holding your hand. Did you allow that to happen?
Yeah, I think I did.
Cool. So when you get up to leave, like her grip on your hand is surprisingly tight despite like gently clasping your hand.
Uh-huh.
And you see her eyes, which were like pretty glazed over, like now that her glasses are off and you're getting like a much cleaner view at her eyes, like
Right.
she blinks and then looks like a normal old woman again temporarily and like shakes her head minutely, blinks again and goes back to like that very calm, like super strong grip. And one more fly flies out of her mouth.
Oh, hey, remember the bartender?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I won't be able to help you. I can't come in there right now.
See, I told you.
Nice.
Something's weird with.
And she smiles, and it's a mouthful of like rotten black teeth. And you guys
David Lynch bullshit.
hear Mrs. Trainer lean over and go, "Oh, so you were at the chum bucket earlier? You're underage."
I was just playing the jukebox.
Mm-hmm. You know that's going to be detention.
You can't give me detention for being at a bar. You're not the cops.
It's okay.
I
She's
kind
not
of
going to be
am,
alive
though.
in 30 minutes, so it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, you're in a room. You're in trouble here, actually, because you just admitted that you basically hired someone to kill somebody. So we can take that to pertinent authorities.
Oh, no, we're not going to do that, buddy.
Sweet. And you feel yourself suddenly yanked down towards, so I would like you to roll. Let's call it let it out to see if you can resist
Okay.
what's happening. So roll plus spirit for me, please, and thank you.
That would be a 6. I'm gonna re-roll.
Probably the play.
And don't forget, we still have the tarot cards.
Yeah.
That's a 6 again. I will re-roll again.
Do it.
And
Re-roll the re-roll.
Third time's a charm.
Like possibly go wrong.
I feel like I've been fighting the urge to feed in a school like this, smelling all of the people. And I'm trying to, like, get to them and help because that's all I want to do right now because Greer wanted me to. And I'd like to use my card. Thank you for the reminder.
Perfect. As you pull out the
I just
card,
remembered I had mine.
as you pull out the card, it immediately ignites in this like pale orange and yellow flame that reminds you, like the tendrils of it remind you like of petals of a marigold, and you feel yourself suddenly strengthened. And this woman who her pull at any other point, and especially if you were a normal person, would have pulled your shoulder out of the socket, is pulled bodily, like you just body her, and like she gets dragged along the table with you, stands up, like kicks off her like old lady heels, opens her mouth, and a bunch of flies come out.
Ew.
Ew. Yeah, I would like to unleash an attack.
Yeah. We're gonna like round this into your card because you burned it. So it rolls as an automatic boxcars. What do you do to this woman who is very clearly a threat if it wasn't obvious?
Yeah, I'm not gonna feed on her because I just said I wasn't gonna feed on people.
Also, she's not people. Like, she probably tastes gross.
I eat
She's
a lot
got a
of
bad
things.
case of the David Lynch's.
You do remember the last time you fed on an interesting creature. It went pretty cool for you.
It's true.
Cut to her.
It
in
seems
the
like
lot
this
room.
feeding has more meaning.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Ooh, respect.
So yeah, I'm gonna just like rear back, open my mouth, go for the throat.
Oh, yeah. You are used to the like tension of living flesh, but this gives away like it has been rotten for a very long time. You don't want to swallow it, but the little bit that hits your mouth like taste of that ozone like arcane energy, and you feel like it feels like a vertigo pan of just like all of a sudden you are hyper aware of like the arcane energy in this hallway, and that like every third or fourth student isn't a student, they're an arcane construct in that and giving off the same energy that Mrs. McGee is right now. And Mrs. McGee, like if you look into the room after pulling her throat out, she just crumples to the ground. Like that was good job, you won that fight.
Yay!
Jesus.
Yeah, Mrs. McGee, there's like a bunch of tendrils of like pale blue-gray energy coming off of her, tapping into all of these like constructs, and they're starting to turn and acknowledge you guys.
And these tendrils are coming from Miss Trainer?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I would like to run in the room and be like, love this conversation, but there's a lot of people coming. Maybe not people, but you know.
What?
Great. Let's kill her now.
Oh.
Wait, we can't kill her. We need to know what she knows.
Oh, I don't. She killed my friend.
She's all of our friends, man. But like, if we don't figure out like why this is happening, then it's not.
Yeah,
we take her with us.
I don't think I made myself clear. There's like 25%.
No, I get it.
Slam against the window, and you guys like feel the shutter, and like hands are just hitting the window and like slowly shattering it as they like are starting to mob the room.
That doesn't seem good.
What would you guys like to do?
Okay.
This is the part where I say roll initiative, but that's not a thing. So
I'm going
you guys are in a fight now. What
So
you doing?
I'm gonna burn my card.
Cool.
Don't let the shadows of the city overtake you. The path is unknowable, so all you can do is trust yourself.
Yeah.
And I'm going to grab Miss Trainer by the neck, slam her against the, and just because I like the visual, the glass where all the hands are.
Yes!
She slammed against that.
Nice.
Ask her questions. You're the smart one. Ask her stuff.
Okay.
And here's my card.
Perfect. Just like, well, you didn't see it when it happened with Sylvie, but like the moment you didn't have time to like pull out the card, but wherever it is, you feel it like go up in flames, but not in a way that
I like that there's like
Oh.
right over where my heart would be,
Yeah.
it bursts into flames.
Yep. So that like burns a hole, like a tarot card shaped hole in your shirt, and you just see like these little like licks of flame that look like marigold petals burning away as you feel like redoubled in trusting your instincts and knowing that you're right, and like everything that's happened across. Thank you, the other Jordan.
Thank you.
And all of the things that you've seen up to this point have only reaffirmed that like your path is the right one, and that like you are a protector of this part of the city and a protector of your friends, and like all of that comes to bear, and you feel emboldened by it.
Rad.
Cool. And she's like, she looks confused as to why she's not breaking out of this as easily as one would expect. What is clearly a wizard.
Yeah, I think that would count as a let it out.
Yeah, totally.
Cool.
I guess I want to try and figure her out.
Yeah, go
since
for
I'm-
it.
Okay. 11.
Dang. Okay. Cold too.
So, what did you gain? What did you hope to gain from killing Greer? And the other people that you put a hit out on?
A sense of secrecy. She knew too much, and she kept trying to get others involved. And her voice, like, it's not just getting lower, but it's like splitting into these multiple octaves, and she is speaking with a bunch of different voices right now, and they're all speaking in unison.
Knew too much about what? About this catastrophe thing that's coming? What is that? What's coming?
We are the catastrophe. And we are here.
Oh, I'm gonna.
We will burn this city to the ground in order to reach the ley lines.
Oh.
Okay, so maybe kill her? I don't know. Like, can you just...
Oh, yes.
Sylvie?
You can certainly try.
Oh, that
Sylvie?
sounds like a
Dusk?
challenge. Yes.
What would you like to do?
Oh.
I imagine I'm still just
Yeah.
her.
Let's have Dusk jump in really quick.
Yeah.
I mean, I really want to just use this wither again. So I think I'll just, I think I'll just kind of go up to her and caress her face.
Oh my god. Dope.
That is, I'm just picturing that one scene from The Craft.
Yeah. Oh, blah, blah.
Crap.
Sweet. You don't have to roll anything.
All right,
You
I
just,
always feel like I
mean, you
roll.
can if you want to.
No, I'm good.
No, burn one of your
Uh-huh.
11D coins
Uh-huh.
for a reroll.
Right?
Sweet.
Yeah, I do that thing.
Okay.
So it's 3.
Want to go ahead and describe what it looks like for me?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's one of those things. I do that, and it's just right from, as the touch, as you kind of go down the face, you see all of those tendrils from before, the black tendrils that start to spread out, and they just kind of follow my touch.
Nice.
That's
Yeah.
sick.
They reach across her face because you touched her on the face. Like they reach across her eyes, and all of like her white sclera turns black, and now like the blue of her eyes is like cast into even like weirder relief, and she screams with several voices as she takes 3 damage. All right. Well, she's gonna go
Brutal.
now, and let's see. Let's call this. I don't know what I want to. I would like you to roll. Keep your cool. Yeah.
Me?
As she's trying to break out of this.
Okay. Boy, that's not good. I will
You have a
spend.
reroll.
I do.
Nice.
Thank you.
Well played.
Much better.
Wow.
Yeah.
There you go.
That is with spirit, so that's an 11.
Okay, cool. You're holding her, and she, like, you feel this, like, pressure try to, like, open your hand, but, like, it doesn't work. So she just reaches out with her hand and touches the front of your face.
Ugh.
And she says, "You're gonna want to let go."
I don't think I'm gonna.
Okay. You rolled too high, so she's not gonna do what she's gonna do. And let's go into the next round. Who's doing what, y'all?
Are you
Yeah, you can come in the room
Got
now,
your
having
guns
successful.
out? You
I
came in
figured
guns
that
out,
I
guns
came,
out.
I figured what happened previously is I came like to the doorway and was like, they're coming, kicked the door closed, and like I'm at the doorway in case anybody comes in. I think seeing Asan in the position over there with Dusk, I'm gonna wait for them to do something until they need more help, and I'm gonna watch their back.
Okay,
for the
cool.
moment.
Do you want to like prep an action for like a trigger? So like when blah happens, I
Yeah,
will do this.
if any of the arcane constructs break through, I will feed again.
Nice. Cool. I like it. Okay. So yeah, we'll take this opportunity to say that like the glass now does that like really cool, like one hit was hard enough to like spider all of it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Whoa.
And then one more hit happens and like glass flies in everywhere and like gives you all cool looking cuts on your face. Not
artistic laceration.
Yeah, exactly. And you see like the shards of glass. Like it's kind of cool because she like Mrs. Trainer like bodied a lot of that glass for you.
Oh yeah.
But there are like chunks of glass like sticking out of her face. And she
It's very Carrie.
yeah, it's real gross and it's weird that she like didn't really notice that part anymore as constructs are starting to like trickle into the room. So
Yeah, the
What
first
you wanna
one.
do, girl?
The first one that comes through, I'm gonna try to take a bite out of.
yeah, okay, let's get give me a roll. Is there a specific move you want to use?
I think.
Like your basic move ones would be like let out your power or unleash an attack. But if there's something on like your vamp rules that you want to use?
No, I think I'm just gonna unleash an attack.
Cool.
And that is 7, 8, 9.
Nice. Yeah, with a 9, like, describe what it looks like for me.
I think even before they start, like, flowing over each other into the room, I see the first arm break through, and I just, like, grab on and try to rip it.
Yep. You get a whole arm, and a big old of flies comes out. Yeah. So there's not a lot of gore to the
Yeah, and I
process.
just spit it out as I see, like, the next start to peek through.
Nice. Okay, so I want you to tell me, either they're going to inflict some harm on you, or you're going to find yourself in a bad spot. Which would you prefer?
I will take the harm.
Cool. Yeah, so as this, like, wave of constructs comes in, and you're turning and spitting out some, like, blech meat,
Yes.
like, you just get rushed by 4 more student-looking constructs, and you can feel, like, claws. And just, like, it's not claws, like, an animal, but, like, fingernail scratches, like, digging in. And it's not great. And you're going to head and take 1 harm.
Got it.
Cool. Who'd like to go next?
I just want to stun gun the principal.
You're gonna taser her.
Yeah, I'm gonna taser the principal. Like
Hell yeah.
I'm thinking she's maybe connected to all of this. So like, if we can just get her to shut down, maybe it's like a Independence Day
evil knife,
mothership
so.
thing. What?
You also have an evil knife.
Do I? I think my stun gun's probably the thing that I like.
The moment it flits into your brain to, like, grab the stun gun, you hear the knife go, no. Me. Now. Me!
Okay, and I just like I'm panicking, so I go for the wrong pocket, and I do pull out the knife like without even thinking about it.
And you feel a wave of relief and excitement that is distant from, like, and separate from your own, like, oh god, it's getting gross in here.
Okay. So I'm going to unleash an attack with the knife on her, and when I meant to do stun gun, but just in like the heat of the moment.
Nice.
Oh, that's real bad.
Oh no.
I'm gonna use a reroll.
Yay!
And the DM recommends
Yeah?
that you have a very cool card.
I do. Is this? I've been waiting for a time to. Okay, yeah.
I feel like a bunch of bad boys coming in.
That's true. I will burn this. So the disasters that's coming that I'm at the heart of, I'm gonna I'm gonna choose to recognize that as like I'm here in the middle of the storm, which is clearly coming from Principal Trainer, and I'm gonna burn that to just focus it all into this knife unleashment.
Nice. And I'm assuming you never took, like, a knife class.
No.
Yeah, but you're, like, it's not that you are possessed by this knife, but you instinctively, it's like a HUD where you're like, ping, 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 like hit there. And, like, your body is just moving with unnatural grace as you are just laying out dozens of these. Like, wave after wave is coming and you are unfucking bothered.
Okay.
Like, it feels good. Like, you guys, you've seen he's been so, like, tiny and anxious and so sweaty and talks a lot about his bowels. But, like, the light in his eyes is unrecognizable, and he is just a flurry of destruction.
I want to
right
say
now.
this looks like the VATS system in Fallout.
Yes.
Oh, okay, 76% shoulder, cool. And it's all like everything is moving in slow motion for me.
Yes. Is there anything else you want to, like, add on to, like, describe?
I'm trying to cut through these things to get to Principal Trainer. I'm trying to push through the wave because this all seems connected to her in some
Absolutely.
way.
And the wave is definitely interposing themselves between you and her. So, like, you can just see it as, like, a tide pushes you back and you, like, cut your way through, and then, like, you're moving through, like, waves of humanity, and she's just sitting there, like, being choked probably to death, but is just looking out and isn't as bothered as she should be as, like, what is clearly happening now is she is controlling the waves and is outside of herself in this physical form. Who would like to go next?
I'll go.
Yeah.
I think I want to use my shape change, and I want to change into a panther. Oh
my God,
Start
I love this game.
ripping into
Holy beans.
things.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So I think you just mark, what do you do to turn into a panther? How does that happen,
I think I
mechanically?
just take either mark corruption, I owe a monarch a debt, or suffer 1 harm. And I'll suffer 1 harm this time because I'm running out of corruption.
I mean, take the corruption, girl. What?
I'm like,
You do you.
I have 2 corruption slots left.
And?
The corruption advance. It's awesome.
Right.
Yeah, right? It's
Sure.
an actual advanced mechanic, so you're only growing more powerful as you
Oh,
do
well,
this thing.
okay.
You're turning
Neat.
a little evil, but it's okay.
She was already
Yeah, but
probably
you're like a
little evil.
panther.
Yeah.
Dope.
Panthers can be evil. They're cats.
I mean, yeah.
Hold on, has cats are evil. Still has them. Is evil though. Yeah.
I mean, evil is subjective.
Yeah, respect.
That is,
Mhm,
that is
mhm.
Okay, so you are
I'll give
a
you
cool panther.
Mhm.
You can describe what that looks like, and then go ahead and make an attack roll for me. Oh my god,
Okay.
credit shirt! Yay! Sweet.
Yeah, I mean, she's like the shiniest panther you've ever seen.
Yes.
Very glossy coat, very
Love
bright green eyes. Yeah.
Sweet.
Mhm.
So there are black spots in the fur around your head that like match the pattern of the headdress.
Nice.
Yeah,
And it's
I like
really
that.
cool.
I like that. Okay, so attack roll. What do I add anything to this? What would this be? Or is it just ooh.
So are you?
I'm
Yeah,
just-
let's
I
say
wanna,
unleash an
like,
attack.
swipe.
So you're gonna roll plus blood.
Okay. Oh, neat. That is not very good for me. That
Thank
is
goodness
a
you have
3.
400 rerolls.
I
Maybe use one of those.
know. Ooh, that's better. Still though, that's a 7.
Look at the clock, girl. Come on, make it good.
I know. I'm just,
Go big or go home.
You're up.
I gotta count first. I'm glad I have all these rerolls because
Thank you, Chad, for these.
oh my god!
Do another one.
I will. Thank you. These dice are supposed to do good for me.
They're so violently mediocre.
Don't switch dice.
Oh my
Still a
god.
6. I can't. Okay. One
Last
more.
one. Oh wow, you spent them all.
She spent them all. Nothing changed other than she decided to hand back.
I was gone for 2 minutes. What happened?
That's all I
Literally nothing.
know. Wow.
Nothing at the same time.
So I go with the last roll I did. Okay, cool. That's a.
Oh no, you can go. You can go with your best roll,
It was a 7.
or you can acknowledge
Your
the
best
tarot
roll
card
was
in your
a
pocket.
7?
That's
Yeah, I'm remembering the tarot card, but I was trying to think of how to use it. Because I'll be waiting for you in the next place.
I mean, like artistically speaking, this is just she believes in you and loves you, and you can just like tap into the like love that
Okay.
you have for her.
Sure. Yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Or she's waiting for you in Arcadia after your Rumspringa.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there you go.
I just really wanted to say Rumspringa.
Rumspringa.
Happy Rumspringa, everybody.
Neat.
Sweet.
Rumspringa bless us, everyone.
Nice.
I don't
Would
fully
you
know what
like-
a Rumspringa is.
Would you like to describe what happens and what this looks like?
So I feel like as these, I mean,
And really
everything's
describe
kind of,
it well because you burned every reroll you have and
yeah.
then spent
Yeah.
a tarot card.
Thousands of coins.
Anyway, I was describing something. But yeah, as they're like, as all
Oh
of these,
God, I'm so sorry.
it's okay. All these constructs are coming in. I imagine she just like, she turns into this panther and then she's just kind of swiping out. And I mean, she's seen as she's biting them and things like that, their flesh is just falling apart. So she's just taking whatever chunks she can. Hopefully she can get a little bit of the principle and the process. But that's basically what she's doing.
Yeah, nice. Between the two of you, you tear through all of the constructs and you see weirdly, actually all three of you, that the wave has stopped and that like all that's left are like students that are looking like terrified in the hallway like, what? Mrs. Turner, what's happening? Like, but there's nothing else coming and you're just holding her by the throat and she is bloodied and damaged and torn and looking you dead in the eye. What do you do?
Okay, so you know how there's those pieces of metal and glass that kind of hold the shape of them and everything?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Cool. Gross.
I can't have a Holocauster.
Yeah, okay.
There's a movie reference for you. Don't Google it.
Don't do it. I did it, and I'm sad I did it. Don't do it.
Don't do it. I was an edgy 18-year-old, and I'm still messed up.
Okay, go ahead and make... what do you want this roll to be? So,
I
unleash
feel
your
like
power,
this
let
is
it out,
letting
or...
it out.
Yeah, go for it. Roll good.
I rolled a doopy-doopy-doop-doop.
That's not a number.
7.
Okay, who wants to help? There's 3 of you, and you can get to a 10 plus if everyone rolls well.
Yeah.
let's help.
Yeah.
How you helping me?
Yeah.
I
So you see the first body slam, like, into the metal dividing the glass, and it knocks it off. So it, like, now there's a point.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens next? How do you help? Yeah, whoever. Describe it, then make the roll.
I just want to let the knife go. Like I want to like just let it do what it wants to do essentially
Yeah.
at this point because I can feel that it's like hungry for something and it seems like it
Absolutely.
might help. So I just want to like see what happens. So I'm gonna lend a hand in that way.
Do it.
8. Or so I'm rolling with his faction.
Yep.
Is that okay? So
I
8.
knight.
8.
Okay.
Perfect.
So
With an 8, all right. That's a +1. And you expose yourself to greater influence from the knife. And what happens? You can describe it.
I think that the little bit of like the resistance I have to like violence and bloodshed and everything just sort of gets like a corner of it gets neatly excised from my mind, like it was never there to begin with, and like
Nice.
I find the idea of it much less appalling all of a sudden and permanently.
I like it. And you don't even see your hands as one goes behind the principal and pulls that like piece of aluminum like framing forward towards to help, and the other one buries like the blade deep in her stomach and like freezes her whole body, so she's no longer struggling. Who else is helping?
Yeah. I don't want to take a bite out of her.
she
But
ain't gonna taste good.
Wow.
So I think at this point, the best way for me to help is to physically push her towards the point
Yeah.
with Asan and try to just end it.
Nice.
Unleash, yeah?
Yep. Or actually, this would be lend a hand.
Lend a hand. So with the faction, right?
Yep.
So that'll be a 10.
Perfect.
yeah.
With a 10, yeah, there's no like repercussions to this. And as you like grab her body, you lift it up higher to like seat it up over this rough spike that you guys have made.
I think in the process of like if she's struggling, in the process of him trying to get her to stop struggling, I'm also cutting at like her legs to sever tendons and things
Yeah.
like that.
Yes.
Yeah. And I miss horribly. I got a 3.
First time as a panther.
Yeah.
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 No.
How do these work?
But here's the thing. It's not that like, and this is my favorite thing about PBTA in general, is that failure moves the plot forward regardless.
Mhm.
So like you are taking bites and swipes at her, and this blood is just like it kind of natural swallow process, and it's starting to sicken you.
Mhm.
But you are severing things, and like you feel her body going weaker as she's losing a ton of blood now. So you're effective in doing it. It's just a greater cost to it.
For sure.
And you finish it. So you impale her on the spike.
Yep. I have almost completely corrupted myself from
Yep.
this, so
Good.
is she still alive?
You guys, you hear a bunch of voices speaking, but no longer in unison. And they are remarking like, on like, oh no, it's not this. We knew this wouldn't work, and they're starting to argue with each other, all coming out of her mouth.
I get really close to her ear. Fuck you.
And as her head turns, and the light starts to leave her eyes, one like before, like as she's doing like the last shuddering breath, you hear all the voices speak in unison one last time.
Ooh.
Asan, we're coming for you next. And then she goes completely limp. And any of the other constructs that were still kind of like writhing around on the ground go limp. All the flies in the room fall dead. And that is it. Sweet.
Whoa.
So you did it. You killed the wizard that killed your friend.
Ugh.
So I know we're a little bit over, but if everyone wants to just give me like one quick epilogue scene of like what happened after the battle, like, and just give me a sense of how this resolved for you, like what happened next.
I feel like I feel like Dusk would find a way to find Greer's spirit.
Yeah.
Basically, just to kind of resolve what happened here and to bring the news of we have taken care of who took you too early. I think is what she would do.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Who else?
I think like after fleeing the scene, basically,
Yeah.
I can't be caught with the corpse of my principal in my high school. Somehow miraculously managing to get away.
Because you were in a weird outfit. No one wanted to talk to you.
I know I had an ascot on.
You're welcome.
Later that night in my room in our very simple apartment. I'm just like sitting in the dark in front of my computer, and I'm watching YouTube videos on the care and maintenance of knives.
Amazing.
And I'm taking diligent notes.
That's not weird.
So good.
Who's got a friend? Huh?
I feel like besides re-hiding herself within the city from all of these teenagers that saw her at this high school,
Yeah.
she takes the time to appropriately like deal with the grief that she had never dealt with before.
Yeah.
And even though she may not trust them, she does find a stronger tie to these three, to the point that I think she keeps an eye on Hugo, because he's kind of like this little younger brother at this point,
Yeah.
and he's starting to see, I'm seeing behavior changes in him as well, and she's like, no, not again. And so from afar, she keeps an eye on him to be like, I'm not letting this one go down like that.
Nice.
So you're like outside his window while he's watching.
Yeah,
TV
he's
and
like-
taking notes.
I see what
In the
you're
most
watching on
Twilight-y
YouTube.
thing.
Gotta
Yes.
figure out how to interrupt
Sparkling in
that
the distance.
Wi-Fi
Just so
connection.
sparkly. Nice.
And I'm on the roof of my sister's restaurant. It's also our apartment complex. It's not a nice building by any stretch. I'm sitting on the roof, wolfed out because it's nighttime now. I don't have control. I have no control over that. I got a picture of me and Greer when she would babysit me. I was a lot younger. I just kind of let it go.
Okay. Cool. And I'll say that like the post-credit sequence jumps back to Greer's spirit speaking with you and says, "You have to go back. We can't. It's not our time yet."
I know you're right. It's unfortunate though.
But I need you to protect our friends, because what's coming is way worse.
That sounds like a lot of work, but if you insist.
I do? And she like kisses your forehead and disappears in like a flutter of marigolds. And that is it. So thank you so much. Yeah. That is Urban Shadows, Major Arcana. I came up with a title as I was writing. So thank you guys so much for playing. This was so
Yeah,
much
thank
fun.
you.
These are
Thank
so
you.
good.
Wonderful.
Okay, so let everyone know where they can find you.
Sweet.
Yeah.
You go.
Hi, my name is Jordan Caves-Callarman.
Yeah.
You can find me on Twitter at Jordan Callarman, which I think is underneath me right now. And then also, you can tune in to this channel at 8 p.m. Pacific time this Friday for Wild Cards. We'll be we're all back because we're all done with having the flu.
No
so
more
we'll
flu.
be continuing
Oh, boy.
on with the story. Please stop coughing. We'll be continuing
That was
on
a
with
joke.
the
I get some
storyline.
Purell.
Hey guys, I'm Jamie Mills. You can find me online at Just Jamie Mills. You can also find me some Friday nights over on Dragons and Things on Dat Dragon Show on Twitch.
Nice.
Fridays at 6 p.m. So come watch us for a little bit and then switch over to Wildcards.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Hi, I'm Meghan Caves. You can also find me on Wild Cards. I'm just a player. I sit right here, actually. So, like, if you look in this same place.
How consistent.
Yeah, and you can find me on Twitter at Meghan Caves, which I think is below me as well. I don't know. Is that all? That's all. That's all.
I think my Twitter is below me, Steven. Yeah, Steven J. Pope 22. Just
That was cute.
find me there on Twitter. Thank you. You can find me on Uncanny Valley Cancer Cell, Saving Throw Show's premier actual play podcast. We are in the middle of a very strange and different arc. It's a lot of fun. So find me there every Monday. And also, I float around the studio all the time, so check back almost every night. We're not on
Literally.
Thursdays.
It's weird. We have to pull him down. It's
I'm actually more
So
buoyant
buoyant.
than helium sometimes.
Why don't you just tie like the string to his ankle? You can
Yeah.
just,
It's
you know.
windy outside. Like, I do not know how I'm getting home.
Yeah.
Sweet. And I've been your GM for the evening, Aabria. You can find me on social media at Quiddy. And I can be found in 2 Mondays. So not next, whatever. In a couple Mondays, I'm the GM or the DM for a Dragon Heist, Waterdeep Dragon Heist game on Happy Jacks, and it's the finale. So it's gonna be really cool and fun. And then you can find me all over the internet playing lots of games. I don't know.
awesome.
Sweet. Thank you so much. And
Thank you.
That's it. Cool.
Awesome.
Yay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.